Hello and welcome back to ZSR. We've got here an awesome match today. We've got the OoT Rando tournament with Mr. Mario facing off against What the Hell Happened. I'm George, I'm going to be student teching for today. And on commentary today, we have got, if I could swap the scene over, that would be awesome. I lost my tab there. On commentary today, we've got Star1468, Zopar, and Yoshi can take it away.
Hello.
All right. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rando.
Where we have no idea what is going to happen.
Because it's random.
Ooh.
So for those who don't know, we have a Python script that randomizes all of the settings. And the runners get to figure, and us get to figure this out. Whoops, wrong command. As we go. We know a couple things from this select screen, since this is Roman's branch, so we can see a few what items we start with, which means that we start with a hammer, and Door of Time is open because we have the Master Sword. Closed Fountain, and who knows what the rest is.
Yeah, I think both of these runners are probably going to be kind of happy to see no Triforce Hunt. They're also probably going to be hoping that there's no shops, given the, not starting with max rupees. You don't want to spend half your seed grinding rupees, but also scrubs is a big one for that. Scrub settings tend to be... The scrub prices tend to be one of the most, polarizing things to come up, I think, so I'll definitely be hoping for either nothing or something low, given the starting rupee counts.
Yes,
so you always know. Go ahead.
They're also starting with 3 hearts, which is not the best.
Yeah, I mean that's about average. You're more likely. So we do randomize the starting hearts, but we heavily weight towards the low end. So really going up too high, beyond 3 or 4, is pretty unlikely. But yeah, no bonus starting hearts is kind of unfortunate. We could have quad damage with scarce item pool, and we have no extra hearts, and quad damage on top of that could make this interesting to watch.
Yep. One of you ready to take some notes on Overworld ER in case that comes up? Because that's one of the hardest things to keep track of.
Wow. So straight away we can... am I ahead or are we good?
Oh my goodness, okay, that's a child warp. In front to his death.
Starting at Shadow is incredible. So one of the big things that you'll see come up very often is all locations reachable, yes or no? And you need a way to get into whatever's in the Shadow Temple. Now, it might be dungeony. We have had a race before where you were expected to get one of the owls as child to get into bottom of the well inside Shadow, and that meant it was all locations reachable. So seeing a Shadow entrance already is a very big deal for that.
Yeah, 2 chickens today, so that is not bad at all. If they need money, this will be a good spot to grind.
Yeah, this is really convenient. Speaking of money, that wallet was on the graveyard ledge up there.
I believe that was indeed a wallet on a TARDIS. Nice early find.
Potentially really useful. Really useful.
Alright, let's see. What is the windmill? It is vanilla. Okay.
That doesn't turn off the chances at indoor ER just yet.
No,
there are
it does
2
not.
indoor ER options. One keeps things like the windmill, the potion shop, temple time, and Link's house, I think, is the whole list. And Dante's grave. Unshuffled. So could be simple.
And the other
indoors.
randomizes everything.
Oh yeah.
And for all we know, windmill could have just rolled vanilla randomly too.
And immediately, is Mario here grabbing the rupees, or is this checking the entrance?
I think
this
he's
is
Checking the entrance.
That is one of the weirder entrances. There's is it 20 rupees, I think, if you land on the very edge of that pole? But it's pretty... Oh, we do have...
Okay, that is...
Sleeping Talon House, isn't it?
It is.
Okay,
so that
Sleeping Talon is Impa's back.
That doesn't come up very often. Only if they have to do the trade quest and it's an early item, but... Oh, it wouldn't be the first time in this tournament.
We found the windmill. They've decided to just Oh wait, no, it's vanilla, right?
Yes, it is a vanilla windmill so far.
Let's say,
Oh,
Ooh,
Okay.
we have a
Bag.
ball back on the man on roof.
yeah, I wasn't sure about that that 20 rupee you're talking about. I'm not sure I've seen that one before.
And we have a
Scrubs are
great
off.
fairy fountain in the skull house.
yeah, the 20 rupee was one I think Rob brought up in a race once forever ago.
Also, we have Grotto ER. There was a scrub grotto in the back of Cat. I did not catch if scrub sanity was off.
It is
It
off.
It is off, yeah, it was green.
Okay, no scrubs. Great.
Looks like Mario isn't gonna check all the entrances though. Mario's heading out. Might be just waiting time of day to check skulls or.
Okay,
Interesting
Impa's
choice.
house front is also in Kakariko here. It looks like we do not have Overworld ER at least.
Mario did not get the bomb bag, did he?
He
Doesn't
might just
look
be
like
going
it.
adult here. I wouldn't be surprised. This is just farm some rupees, do night market, go adult. It's oftentimes a smarter idea in these seeds to go exploring as adult. Oftentimes you can do a lot more. You don't get stuck without having any sticks. And with the
Mhm.
hammer, you don't super need the bomb bag if you can just go adult right away.
Yeah. What the hell's it's in the meantime going to check out some CAC entrances with Indoors ER on. You want to know what's in CAC, because there are a lot of available entrances to check really quickly.
Yeah, CAC and Market both are usually, and
Oh.
oftentimes Kokiri.
Were those cows close together?
I didn't catch it. My stream
It was
skipped
just a
for a
very
second.
quick see up and back out again, but I think they were next to each other. So that means cows are off.
Okay, ooh,
Hook
Shop
shot.
Sanity's on. That's a hook shot in the market for 55.
Absolutely hate getting a hook shot in Shop Sanity because you have to watch the slow text scroll in every time.
Yep. I believe the Goron tunic was 80, I think is what I saw.
No, it's 200. We have a
It was-
vanilla mask shop.
Okay, that was vanilla. Okay. I thought I just saw it was cheaper.
And Lens Game is in the child shooting.
Oh, is that Ruto's letter and
wow.
fire arrows in another shop?
Yeah, 60 and 50, 60 for fire arrows, 15 for letter.
There's some cheap early items. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the bowling entrance has a Zora shop with a load of stuff.
We got our weird egg. No Ocarina Shuffle, by the way.
Oh, no skulls.
Oh, that's a
This
good
is-
thing to find.
This is another big one with the branch that is being played on. The skull tokens have kind of the Majora's Mask style text box when you pick them up, so you can move while the text box is on screen. If there is no token sanity, if there is any token sanity, then it still does the normal OOT text box. Mario just picked up a skull and could keep moving, so there is absolutely zero token sanity today.
No sanity, just shop sanity so far, and I'm not even sure what shops we have today.
Yeah. Have we seen the pause menu yet? Have they checked dungeons to see if rewards are Master Quest status?
I don't
Is
think
there?
we've seen that yet.
So, no.
Let's see. No, there's the back of Impos. Impocal. I'm
Oh,
trying to read them.
chest size match
Ooh.
contents.
Yes.
Oh, CSMC. Okay.
Good catch there. Good catch.
So yeah, that Kokiri sword chest is normally one of the larger ones, but well, junk item, so it's a small chest. That's another one that actually plays really awkwardly though, because a lot of the time you'll go, okay, I don't need that much early, especially if you end up finding bomb shoes or something, or in what the hell's case, already having a bomb bag. So there might be a bit of a kind of, they're going to probably end up on low health for a lot of this seed.
Well, it's chickens
Especially-
is in the back alley.
Especially with no skull sanity, there won't be any skulls in in chests is really... I would be surprised to see them open many chests at all. Small chests at all.
Is this shops random or shops 4? I'm having a hard time telling. We've seen like 4 of them so far.
So that was 20 bomb shoes for 180. I don't know what the normal price for bomb shoes is.
That's a vanilla
Spirit
stack.
Temple
That
Way
was
of the
the vanilla
Hero.
one. That was on the left, so it's definitely not 4.
Okay,
Way
looks
of
like
the
shops
Heroes.
random. That's what I figured, as it was likely to be shops random. And hey, there's the Poe House in Kokiri.
Farming some rupees here. This is a pretty good rupee farm spot. You never think about it because normally it's, you know, right next to chains, and chains is just better.
Also, the Fortress Storms Grotto is I think that was is dead. It was a small fairy fountain.
So open Deku. Always one of the nicer ones. Get those early checks out of the way, although no shield makes that a little more awkward, I guess.
That hint looked to me to be a storm within. Okay, Lost Woods Way of the Hero. Looked to be a storm within Gerudo's Fortress revealed a small fairy fountain, I think is what I read.
Ah, so vanilla.
Yeah!
I think entrance hints shouldn't exist, so I think they're almost always a waste.
I'm not gonna lie,
Wasted.
I had no idea what was in that grotto in vanilla.
Yeah,
It's a fairy fountain. I mean, if you don't know, okay, Ice Cavern has Minuet.
Oh,
That's
that's a really big one. That means this 3-song for Mario might pay out pretty big. Shame about the cards.
That specific hint said that the Frozen Cavern echoes with the Minuet of Forest too, so it is on the song check and not just in Ice Cavern, because there is a difference between those two hints.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And yeah, we're seeing castle guards here, something you don't see in standard. So we're getting the best random settings here. No shops, no
hey,
no
Goron
scrubs,
Tunic in
but-
Deku.
but guards.
Mm-hmm.
That Goron Tunic's nice. So I guess that means, yeah, for sure the one in the shop was the vanilla shop one.
Yeah, so which does confirm it's shops random, because I know the shop that had Slitter and Fire Arrows was shops 4, had 4 random items, but the others varied. And we have Saria's song on
Okay.
Impa, which does mean we have vanilla.
Vanilla
Okay,
songs.
we do not have song sanity.
So this actually can't be plentiful because we've seen pieces of heart. So this has to be either balanced or scarce. Where balanced is what everyone normally plays on, and scarce takes all the heart containers out. And takes out the third copy of items like the slingshot, the bow, the bomb bag.
I think that was a big Goron hint dead there as well, so that Sleeping Talon house from earlier, absolutely useless. Confirmed.
Always good to see.
Second Spirit Way, the hero hint.
Right, so Second Spirit is one of the interesting ones, right? That
Ooh, magic.
I will admit now I'm really bad with the hint settings. That's like the one big thing I struggle to keep track of. But which one is it that only has one copy of each way of the hero?
A balance, there's no copies.
It might be very strong, I think. Very strong certainly does.
Right. So, because
think-
that is something to keep an eye on. If there's ever a reason
we see
to
it.
figure that one out, it might just be double Spirit Way of the hero for all we know.
That too.
But that Lost Woods Way, the hero paying out with the magic from What the Hell. It's
Yes, it does.
I'm curious where Mario's going here. Has he been back to Child Cack yet?
This is his first time. He has not.
Yeah, so I'm surprised he didn't go adults. I guess looking for Ocarina to finish up 3-song.
Right, has to go pick up the Ocarina. Yeah, that makes quite a bit of sense. And obviously save quitting doesn't do it. That just takes you back up to the graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah, and the bomb bag was on Men on Roof. So Mario hasn't done most of Cack. I believe he did chickens, checked a couple entrances, and left.
Yeah, he saw, I think, at least both fairy fountains in CAC. But not that much else. And saw the windmill as well.
I'll say, I am very happy we do not have overworld ER. I will say that.
Oh my god, yeah. Yep. I struggle enough playing with it, and I think that's one of those settings that's actually much harder to talk about than it is to play.
And oh no, What the House doesn't have enough money for the Scrub Grotto here. Because as it turns out, the Deku Theater entrance randomized to one of the two, the Scrub Grotto that does have a Scrub that is randomized, even without Scrub Sanity.
It's good. It's good to find that one, than to just say, "Oh, scrubs," and leave, and then realize later you
Yep, 50 Skulls is dead.
I was gonna say it was good recognition as well, because the scrubs are the other way round. So recognizing that that was the one that's actually shuffled.
Right.
Yes. And that was the Lost Woods Bomb Grotto that had the
We had a heart container as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did. Oh, Scrub Grotto, actually, that's a Scrub Grotto entrance that
Right. So we're on balanced item pool. Almost certainly, right? We've seen one heart piece. I guess we need to. Oh no, we've seen two heart pieces now.
Yeah, so that is balanced item pool. We know it is not turning hit distribution since we did see an entrance hit. It's obviously not useless. Don't think we can. Not sure of the others yet, though.
We haven't seen a Deku Shield.
Believe so, no.
So, ooh, is that our first damage we've seen from Mario's side? Are we playing double damage here?
Wow, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Oh, it's definitely double damage. It's the first one, I guess we've noticed, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what the hell's that? Three or four hearts as well. So I think there was some damage there. I just didn't notice what it was from.
Okay, we have the Carpenter tent in the Goron shop.
And the fact that there were no carpenters there, that means you have to rescue all 4 carpenters for access to the Gerudo card. Well, the Gerudo card
Fortress.
check.
Yep.
If the card is shuffled, you don't necessarily need to do that. It'll still give us an item, or give the runners an item. But that's a really long check to do if you have the card.
Yep.
Jeez. What the hell's down to 2 bombs and 1 heart is terrifying to watch.
Ooh, it was a big chest here. And Colossus Way of the Hero.
The light arrows. Oh, not quite the one you really want, but...
Honestly, it's money. It's a lot of money. You can farm, you can shoot a lot of monsters that drop, and they'll drop a 50 rupee if you kill them with light arrows. So,
and I guess there's also a reasonable chance that, well, actually, Ganondorf won't be able to tell you. It's just a case of you need to find them for trials. Good luck.
Yep. And we are aware that there is a fair bit of buffering on Restream. We are trying to get it sorted in the back end. Sorry about this. It's happening to us too. As we see a silver scale in the Death Mountain Trail wall.
very nice.
And the
Oh,
mirror
the
shield
mirror
have a
shield.
PC.
Ooh, Mario dying in Deku Tree.
Ooh.
Was that intentional, or that can't have been? You didn't open the chest yet, right?
No, I don't think that's intentional.
On the plus side, it's not doesn't take super long to get back. That was intentional?
Okay.
He stopped in front of it, so
Okay, I was watching the scale, and then I looked over and I see Mario collapsing, and I was like, no!
Yeah.
I guess
Oh yeah, no Deku Shield, right. That's the
he
thing.
just saw a small chest, so he didn't bother opening the other one. That makes sense.
Makes sense.
Well, whether it's the right play or not is questionable, given no Deku Shield, no Bomb Shoes yet, but
Yep.
it was presumably intentional, knowing that the chest was not a major item.
Yeah.
I think I like that decision better of actually clearing it, whereas What the Hell just walked in, checked the map chest, and left.
Yeah.
Mario went for the checks up top, jumped down, checked the bottom. All those checks are still early sphere. Could have been something.
Hello, welcome to the Silver Gauntlets, raiding with a party of 32. Welcome into Rando. Our settings known so far are, once I put in the command, it is open door of time, closed fountain, open Deku, I think, double damage, spawn point ER, indoors ER, grotto ER, and random shocks. Also, chest size management contest. Still working out the rest.
Ooh, Mario's magic color.
Also, choosing logic. Okay,
Yep.
Floor Master is choose.
Yep, because that hint said, it just said bomb shoes, didn't say a number. That tells us that it's the logical bomb shoes, because the first pickup of logical bomb shoes is 20, always. No matter which one you pick up, it's always 20. And then 10 and so forth.
Yep.
Finding a large item here on the hell side. Another bomb bag.
Bomb bag!
Oh, wow.
Holder of Destiny entrance has a second bomb bag. Go figure.
Mario is getting punished pretty big right now for skipping out on
Skipping in
Mana
on the
Road.
roof.
I guess we know it's
I don't-
open door of time, so it's actually not the worst. The only real loss here is the Lost Woods checks, or grottos.
I mean, we know there wasn't anything super important there, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. The only thing we found in Lost Woods so far was the magic, which is on the scrub.
Just the magic so far.
You can
What
pick
the
up
hell's
clean up all these
wasn't
grottos
able-
as adults.
Let's see. Okay, that is, definitely no cows.
Yeah, so those two cows, if Cow Sanity's on, they have one space between them, just so that, it's not super cramped trying to get the songs played.
Yep.
And I'm actually just realizing I hadn't, we're talking about the positioning of the two players here. I think I actually do like Mario's case better. He's missing bombs, but he's up a song. He has already done the weird egg route.
Yes. Light arrows were in the Goron City Maze, which is something that Buster Mario currently can't get because he doesn't have bombs.
I will say, What the Hells will be able to do that song route very quickly, because it was, oh no, it was Saria's from Impa, wasn't it? Sorry, I was getting Saria's and Minuet the wrong way around.
Yeah, and we know Minuet is a nice cavern.
Yeah. Yeah, never mind then, that's a terrible one to get back to.
Yeah, we saw the Lettergun fire arrows a little earlier from Mr. Mario when he went to market. And What the Hells is going to check out Temple of Time. Let's see the hints. Potentially or not.
Okay.
Also to note, yes, that was a shop tunic in a child entrance, and that was not random.
Oh.
That
Well,
might be. I'm not sure because that was not. Now I know that wasn't the bowling entrance. Isn't right now which specific entrance had the Goron tunic in the shop.
If it's in the market, it won't matter in terms of adult.
Yeah.
But we've also not seen a warp song yet, so it could be that you get a warp into the shop.
Yes,
But otherwise,
it
that is a very big
doesn't
sign to
matter.
people only or all locations reachable.
I don't think the Goron Tunic matters here because there was one in Deku Tree that we could just loot.
Okay, Fire Trial is on. TOT is Way of the Hero. Adult Shooting is dead, and TOT is still Way of the Hero.
Yeah, as far as the tunics in shop goes, they have to. You can't buy them as child, and they do count as a check in terms of all locations reachable. So the tunic has to be buyable as adult.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I did not realize that.
Oh, was it child shooting dead? I thought that was adult shooting, but I can't read.
Yeah, it was shooting in youth.
Minigame
Ah,
hints.
okay, can't read.
Which is minigame hints are probably balanced, right?
Let me go pull up the wiki page on that. Temple of Time right here doesn't say much. I completely missed the 2 Sacred Forest meta hints so far. Invisible Floor Master is a compass, so we have maps compasses shuffled.
What is the standard seed?
that was all medallions open door to Ganon. So
Are we playing standard here?
Yeah, medallion bridge and removed boss key. Okay.
fine, the warp songs will save us. The warp songs will just get us out of dodge here. We already know that Child save warps to outside Shadow Temple.
Yes, and we've only seen 1 dungeon so far. We do not know if it is Dungeon ER yet.
Yeah, I believe What the Hell's walked past DC, but didn't check in.
Did not. Also, what were the other 2 Sacred Forest meta hints? Because I missed both, unfortunately.
The medallion hints.
No, the Sacred Forest meta hints, because there were 3 and I only
I
catch
saw
1.
Colossus Way of the Hero.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see the top one.
Okay, that's our second Colossus Way of the Hero, which means we've seen doubles of nearly every single Way of the Hero so far.
Okay, then that probably means we're on either like tournament or I'm hints are not my best suit. So
It can't be tournament
It's not
because
tournament. We've got
Eventually.
minigame and location hints, so it's not tournament.
Right. I think it's probably balanced because balanced has 2 of each Way of the Hero and a relatively even mix of all the other hint types, as far as I remember.
It can't be balanced because that is 1 copy of each hint.
Oh, is that 1 of each? Okay. So, what else has minigame hints?
Very strong.
Okay.
I mean, we've also not. Yeah, I'd say, likely strong hint distribution, and also we did see Requiem on Malin in the Ranch from Mr. Mario.
Right, two warp songs here, so hopefully we'll see where they go to soon. Mario's trying way too hard to just get the inverted camera there and just not getting it.
Also, looked like Nocturne was in the mill.
Ooh, fishing in Dompe's hut. This
Okay.
entrance is really annoying to do as child. So.
Oh yeah. I remember one seed with Temple of Time here, and oh god, that was awful. Oh,
Yeah.
we are gonna get to see a warp song though.
Ooh,
So
useful.
you can go to where Child appears anyway if you save quit.
Yeah, that's a funny one.
I guess that could be useful for adult.
But it doesn't even put you to Shadow Temple. It puts you on the ground. That's
hilarious. Just the cow grotto in the Dompe Grave entrance, which is useless since we do not have cow sanity on today. And Tectite Grotto, which has a second bottle in the open grave.
Have we seen the adult save warp yet?
I don't
we
think
have,
so.
no.
Okay.
Also, I missed the entrance into Sunsong Grave.
It was a scrub grotto, so
Okay. So,
all
no.
on that.
Yes, Songwarp locations are random. Like, that is a setting in Roman's branch.
So if it is all locations reachable, you're guaranteed to have one song that puts you up into Crater and one song that puts you into outside Shadow
Colossus.
Temple. And also, I believe there's something about Colossus as well.
I think so.
You have to have logical access there as a child. So with entrance randomizer off and dungeon entrances, sorry, if you have overworld and dungeon entrance off, then you have to have one to Colossus.
We just
Okay.
spotted a skull house in the adult shooting gallery entrance.
Oh,
It does look to be a balanced item pool. No clue on if it's beatable only yet.
There was a hint on Fire Trial. Did it say Fire Trial is up or Fire Trial is down?
It is on.
Okay. So that means we've got Strength 3 required. Strength 3
Yes,
long
we
shot.
do.
both
Strength
required.
3 and long shot. I mean, water is a medallion, so we would need to collect the long shot anyway.
vanilla DC, vanilla Deku Tree. It's pretty likely we've not got dungeons shuffled at this point then.
Yeah, likely.
Yeah. The Master Quest stream is not dead yet. I don't think. Have we seen a pause yet to look at the
I
dungeons?
still don't think so, no.
Yeah, we don't know about the keys, whether the small keys or the boss keys. Small key is probably not key sanity at this point, but maybe
I did expect we would have
Keysy,
seen
vanilla,
at least one key by now. Yes.
but maybe
Oh.
still could be Keysy.
Yes.
What the hell?
Also,
picking up his
outside
Deku
Ganon's
Shield?
Castle Ferry is the silo, which... that's a bit of a thing. Is that makes it more... Because a child has to have access to that, to the back of the silo in ALR.
Right, yeah, that's another one that...
It could be on a warp song.
That would be, amazing.
Wait, no, there's no way. I don't know if
No,
that could
you
be on a
can't.
warp song.
That can,
I
you can
don't-
get indoors with
Well-
warp
Can.
songs, right? We've
I've
definitely had that
spawned-
before.
I've spawned like on the arch. I've like come out of like the child Great Fairy Fountain, I think, as adults. Like it pops you just like on top of the arch.
I've had it the other way around as well. You come out at the door next to where Talon falls asleep.
Hmm.
So maybe
Hey, we have a compass. Is that a vanilla compass?
that was a vanilla compass. Did we also have the
On
vanilla
the-
map?
Because
We know that compasses can't be vanilla because we had the hint earlier that there was one on the Shadow Floormaster, right?
yeah, and that is definitely not vanilla.
Okay.
So maps and compasses in dungeons and are also useless.
Oh, of course, yeah. The Deku map chest was the Goron tunic, of course.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay, the map was also the Deku Tree map chest was not vanilla, so. And what the hell does not have a map on screen? So yeah, map. So maps, compasses in dungeons, and I think they're useless because you did get medallion info from the pedestal.
Well, what if you need to know the layout of the dungeon or where the chests are? You know.
Fairly safe to assume as well they're in their own dungeons and not just shuffled wherever. Given that
Almost
we
definitely.
know there's one in Shadow and we've already seen the DC one in DC.
Yeah.
And we would have probably seen another one by now. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
maps,
and
compasses. If they're shuffled outside dungeons, you're likely to see at least one by the half-hour mark. And they have the Brahmin mask music in fishing for
Ooh, my favorite.
Sir Mario.
I can't remember which race it was during the bracket building up, but there was one race that was notorious for Mario's music with Master Quest Water Temple. Just a constant meme the entire way through and drove most of the viewers mad, and probably Mr. Mario as well, along with it.
I'm still holding out for All
Was it
Star.
that tune?
That was the one.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It was painful to watch, but also incredible.
The All Star, the rendition of All Star that is in the random music pack is actually like really good. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, like
I think it's done really well.
I've spoken to it was Timito Soup who did it, and I've spoken to them about their songs and stuff, and for a long time they'd worked on one song entirely on their own, and every other one had been working with other people, and that's the only thing they made on their own. I'm like, why? Like, why was that the one you picked? I've actually started making those. I have so much more respect for all the people who made them now, because it is not easy to do them.
Especially ones like that, I think you have to make from scratch.
If you can find a MIDI file, it's a little bit easier, but yeah, I don't know how many people have made MIDIs of of All Star.
DC so far looks to be rather dead.
Finding the Spider House. Oh, in Adult CAC.
Yeah, we saw that earlier from What the Hells.
Did we see the map in DC yet, or is that on King Dodongo?
It,
I guess
it might be in.
It could be in small chests.
Yeah, he stopped. He stopped.
He probably
opening the
didn't bother
chest
picking
towards
it
the
up.
end. Yeah.
I don't think Skullhouse being adult only tells us anything about ALR, because you can do those checks as child or as adult. As I see another Great Fairy Fountain in the Bazaar entrance. And yeah, DC was a bust for What the Hells.
Mario about to pick up his bomb bag though. Finally,
Going
He's
to
looking
feel
at
a
those
little
bomb
bit
shoes.
sad about this.
there were some randomized bomb shoes in that shop.
Yes,
Uh,
105 rupees.
It's probably pretty sad. Probably pretty
Wait,
happy.
were they
now.
randomized? They didn't say they were,
were.
like one time only, did they? I thought they just had the normal description.
But they cost 105.
That is not a standard price for
Yeah.
them, I'm pretty.
But it would have said special deal one time, one left or whatever. If it was the randomized one, it must be. Is it a bomb refill? Is it that a bomb refill has been replaced with shoes? Is that?
No bomb refills cost 105 either.
No. I'm confused because it should say like the special deal text if it's.
Even if it's randomized bomb shoes. All right, Rob brings up a good point. If it was a shop item, it would have said how many bomb shoes.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, it would have been.
It would have
20
told you 5
pieces.
pieces or 10
Yeah,
pieces
okay.
or whatever.
That's curious then.
Oh,
Maybe
and for
did I
anyone
just
who
miss
has,
the text, or I'm curious now if that's like a bug or something.
well, the long shot.
Oh,
in
long
Goron
shot
City.
in the Goron City maze.
That Sphere 0, Sphere 1, we started with the hammer. That is a hook shot that was available from the start. I know Roman's branch has messed around with how logical bomb shoes works. Something that you guys will see today, since this is logical bomb shoe seed. If you have not seen it before, there will be bomb shoe drops. So like you can get bomb drops as soon as the players have bomb shoes. You will start seeing little bomb shoes fly out of enemies, and you can pick them up for 5 shoes.
Absolutely adorable.
I actually love that one. It looks so good.
Let's see what's here. Just a heart piece in the Reded Grotto.
Alrighty, so I guess over to pick up another song for What the Hells, and then there's no world where you like go into fire at this point, right? Stone fire with
I've heard in this case double damage.
yeah, like you can full clear it, so it's not like you're going in to see if it's locked.
Rosewind, unlike the girl, is a nice find. They already have magic. Let's see.
Fire is early sphere, but it's pretty slow. So.
So Medigoron and the Carpet Salesman are shuffled.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
That is another Roman specific branch. Roman branch specific.
Roman branch
there we
specific.
go.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
Yeah.
They
Both
still
the
cost
Medigoron
200
there.
each.
Oh yeah, they're expensive. We do have that wallet that is now accessible though in the graveyard, on the graveyard ledge.
Oh, that's true. The long shot to get there, yeah.
Yes, long shot. Or
Beans, I guess.
Well, we don't know if the bean salesman is shuffled either.
Oh, that's true. God, yeah.
Also, what on earth is on the volcano?
It was too dark.
What the hell's dipped out of it really quickly, so I'm guessing nothing, but...
Well, you can't get it.
Bolero?
So.
Yeah, Bolero in the crater. Not Serenade in the crater. Serenade on Bolero, check words. Yeah, no, I have absolutely no idea what that was. Let's see what the crater hammer grotto is. Okay, scrubs.
We might get to see if he climbs up here at least. Take a peek at going up the ladder.
I am. What the hell is going to check out the crater entrances here? Fairy Fountain is the child shooting gallery.
Okay.
I think that confirms that it is definitely not all locations reachable.
Yeah, I think that's a few too many things there.
Yeah, I would say so. We know that the child shooting gallery and the silo are both unreachable.
And the Goron tunic in the shop as well, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna call this only.
40's dead.
Oh, that's a nice hint. And hey, the Goron sword.
Oh,
Not
that's
quite.
the giant
Giant
snipe.
snipe.
Oh, that's giant snipe. Oh wait, no, I can never remember which one to switch.
Oh no.
I think they're the same, right? You
I think they look the same. I just
They look the same.
Tech.
That's what's confusing.
You never think about it because you're not used to it being shuffled.
Yeah. Oh, OT is Bolero. Okay.
That could be
Not
bad.
then.
That could be bad. It's randomized warp songs. That could be required.
Oh, right. Sure, yeah.
So fortunately,
Hopefully
Shadow
we don't need-
Temple is a stone, so it's maybe.
It's
Potentially unreached.
unlikely,
Yeah.
but possible.
This could be beatable only. Well, we expect it is beatable only, so it's very possible that OOT could lead to Shadow.
Okay, and there is another copy of that hint in DMT, so I need to go figure out what hint distro has repeats of all these hints.
Oh, what was that a 2 of? Was that...
We just saw two of the OT is Bolero hint. One in DMC Wall, the other in on Droid below Begora.
I think there's only one, and I can't remember which one it is, but I think there's only one that has 2 of each Way of Hero and Always, as well as things like minigames. Which I assume is strong.
Oh no, very strong and very strong both have minigame hints. But we also have not seen a single random hint so far. Random hints being telling us there's a heart piece in Quiet or something like that.
I think Very Strong only has 1 copy of each Way of a Hero and Always hints.
No, Very Strong has 2 copies of Always and Way of the Hero.
Oh, never mind then. I have no idea what I'm...
Hints are hard.
Think.
I'm just like listening, like, ooh, learning new things.
Yeah, we're on strong or very strong. I think the one thing we really need to keep an eye out for is currently random hints, which is just telling us there's some kind of junk in a location.
There's a thing in a place, yeah. This place has a blue pea in it. Thanks, game.
Yes. This place has a major item, is in both strong and very strong, but this place has has junk, is not in very strong. Something to learn in Rando, how to tell the hit distributions apart.
I didn't realize that. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean the weightings are different, but you're not going to figure out the weights by just watching it. What the hell is going to check the scrub now?
Yeah, going back to this with the money.
Which has nothing.
Way the hero. I think it's good.
Yeah, strong also has junk hints, and we haven't seen a single junk hint either. So my guess is likely very strong hint distribution, but we'd also have to see more hints to be sure.
Honestly, either way, even if it was like strong, very strong, whichever one, I definitely like what the hell's going out the way for the extra hints there, because the hints in these kinds of settings are pretty powerful. Like, it was a big thing during the multi-world tournament, for example. Like, people changed their openings based on how to get the most hints in a short amount of time as possible.
Yep, and okay, that is a Colossus Blade hero in SFM. I totally missed the topmost one earlier, so we'll see what that is again.
But yeah, like, going out of your way for hints in something like this is potentially the difference to make it. And we've already seen some of the races in this bracket be decided on, oh, this person found this hint that their opponent didn't, and that's game.
Yeah. Also, we see another vanilla small fairy fountain for what the hell's in the SFM Open Grotto. If you don't remember what a grotto is in vanilla, there's a decent chance it's a fairy fountain, because there's like 5 of them scattered around the place, as we see fairly on Minuet.
Yeah, there's like one exception to that rule, and it's the one in Gerudo Valley.
Kokiri foolish.
Always what you want to see.
It does rule out a big pose at least, because the Po house was in there, is in Kokiri somewhere.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
Point.
That is not a bad hint, I get, yeah.
Yeah, pose is a useless. I didn't write down anything else notable in the Kokiri, but that is notable.
We're bailing out a forest here. We're gonna get to see these 2 warp songs now, Prelude and Serenade.
Yes,
That was more exciting.
Forest Temple dump the...
It's a fairy fountain in...
Hey, it's Market. Budget Prelude.
Yeah. Dump says at the Market Street, so that's basically just Prelude. Slightly less convenient.
A mildly better Prelude.
Amazing, wow.
Random warp songs is fantastic.
That's amazing. Oh my god, that's funny.
There have been some
incredible... Have we seen where Nocturne goes yet?
No.
I think we must have, because you would have played it right there, right?
I just don't remember where it leads to offhand.
Did it also go to Graveyard?
You must have. No, I don't know.
Yeah, Prelude is better for Field and Serenade is better for Temple of Time, but you'd really rather not have 2 warp songs going to effectively the same location.
Yeah, it can be kind of brutal if you have like really not great warp song locations, and you get a seed that you have to do a lot of overworld routing. It can be rough.
Also, it does look like we have no MQ today.
Oh, did we see a menu there? Or...
Yeah. And we so far haven't seen any MQ dungeons either. PC
We've only seen 2 dungeons.
Yeah.
It is interesting, we only saw the first check in Forest, and we haven't seen any hints for keys, so we don't actually know about the key settings at all yet.
Yeah, we have no... It's not key sanity, but we don't know if it is vanilla, keysy, or just the regular shuffle.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised that that What the Hells didn't actually peek that. It was just the next room.
Yep. What the hell's realizing Chews are in Logic, as bowling is at the is that the Chew Shop entrance?
It was the Lens game, I think.
Okay, I keep mixing up the 2 entrances. I still can't tell what that is on the crater.
Oh,
it is.
Okay, that was a stick.
Okay.
A stick.
Okay.
A long wooden thing.
It's small and thin, which means it's probably useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going for those fire arrows, though. What the hell's slide? Mario's turn to be disappointed with these warp songs very shortly. Probably gonna go
They're
grab.
amazingly bad.
I expect gonna go straight to collect the one in Sacred Forest Meadow, and then play them both and be disappointed.
Yeah. And thanks, Cubs, for the sub. We're figuring out what Zopar rules tonight. The
looking-
warp songs are hilariously bad.
Yeah, the warp songs are hilariously awful. Honestly, otherwise this looks really good so far. There's a very high chance that they'll never have to go anywhere near Shadow Temple.
I don't think so.
It's just 6 medallions and that's it. No, Skull Bridge, no, you're doing all of your dungeons whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and there was a Zora tunic in the Goro shop, which is in the Hyrule Castle Ferry, so that does continue to confirm it's still ALR off.
So I'm confused. Did you actually see the pause menu that said that had no MQ on it? Or
Apparently it had
chat has
absolutely
confirmed.
no info. So
chat-
it's either
yeah,
all or nothing.
And no info. And we
dang.
know it can't be all MQ because we've seen 2 dungeons that were both not MQ.
Right.
Yeah, okay. I just missed that. Dang.
Yeah, Mr. Mario paused recently and chat confirms. Thank you.
Bit of a shame, honestly. Like, 1 MQ is nice. 1 MQ is really nice for these sort of things, where you're just like... You lulls you into that false sense of security, and then you just walk into the fire temple and get hit by the, like, flame wall at the start, and you're just like, oh no.
Yeah, or Jabu with the cows. First time I saw Master Quest Jabu, I thought my game broke.
MQ Jabu is a sight. Also, that's for Mr. Mario taking a death on Death Mountain Trail to a boulder.
Death Mountain Trail really living up to the name today, too. That's the second death
Yeah.
on Death Mountain Trail.
Yeah, indeed. Double damage will do that to you. We have not seen a lot of health either.
Right, chest size matching contents. They're all skipping all the small chests, so...
Yeah.
Lots of heart pieces that they're probably just walking straight past.
Yeah, probably. Because we suspect at this point it's probably balanced item pool. Based on the health we've seen. Although it's hard to say because they are skipping the small chests, which probably have health. Mario up on deaths 2-1. I would not want to be up on deaths.
I expect we'll see some more from What the Hell side before the end of this.
Oh yeah.
With, 3 or 4 hearts, it can be kind of easy to just accidentally, you jump down without thinking about it, take fall damage, there's a heart. Not opening chests, you're not getting healed as often, and, you jump off a ledge
adds
again,
up.
and yeah. Mido skip, though.
In terms of routing, one thing I'm curious about here is, how early do you think they'd go over to the Colossus? They have Feroz Wind, they have the long shot for at least, if not logical access, at least access.
Yeah.
Potentially. It depends on the Gerudo card, is the big deal there, but Colossus is Way of the Hero, Spirit is Way of the Hero. Setting the Feroz over there and trying to get over there could be a really big deal, if they can get there. How early do you think you check?
Both players are kind of running out of things to do beyond Stone Fire. I wouldn't be surprised if it's soonish.
Yeah, Mr. Mario, actually, good point from chat. I don't think Mario got the Mirror Shield. It was top of DC, so I'm a little surprised.
Oh, that's
Oh, right, it was there.
surprising.
The only concern with going Desert Colossus is you have a 50% chance that the Gerudo card is shuffled, and we know it's 4 Carpenters. So it's a
Right.
commitment to go in that direction.
Right,
So-
you get a couple of checks on the way, but it's very slow for that last like, I guess, choke point there.
Of course, it still won't be in logic
Above
because we don't
DC,
have
not
ones.
above King Dodongo, above DC. I do specify it separately. Yeah, that's weird, but not necessarily fatal. Yeah, he will eventually be back on Death Mountain Trail at some point. I hope he notices it then. Let's see how far Mr. Mario chooses to go in Forest Temple. What the hell's did the lobby and bailed?
Right, if this is Keezy, I'm terrible with key counts. Assuming this is small Keezy, That's what, 12 checks in Forest?
5.
I guess
there are
10
5
maps and
keys.
compasses.
Oh, he's also
There's 5
bailing.
keys in Vanilla Forest Temple.
Right, and it's normally 7 checks, but we take away 2 because map and compass, so it'd be 10, right?
Plus or minus 1, or
And
possibly
then-
+1 for BK.
Right, yeah.
Okay, it's not Vanilla keys. Good. Right. Forest
Mm-hmm.
Temple Lobby has a key in Vanilla.
Right, we know it's not
Keysy-
vanilla.
It's either keysy or shuffled.
I am really
in
surprised
dungeon.
they're not checking. Because
Yeah,
that is
I
a
would've-
big deal
I
for
would've checked.
Fire as well. Fire normally is terrible because it's, it's like 6 checks in weekly settings, but it has 8 small keys.
It does. Oh, we are seeing a Nocturne song. Check.
Hey, DMT.
Okay.
Oh, are we gonna
DMT
get the
from
mirror shield? Oh, no.
Goron City. Okay. Well, that at least doesn't dump us in market. But it's not that far from the Requiem Warp either, so. Mario could miss Mirror for a very long time, which would be quite unfortunate.
Oh,
What
Ooh, the pea
that is
hats.
a painful place to take a death as well. That's so far from
Ooh.
anything.
That is.
Oh, foolish fire temple.
Fire Foolish was that at
Yeah.
Top of River?
Alright.
They made 100% the right call to not go there, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skipping double
And-
defense. I think just looking for time of day. Probably gonna go back for it.
Yeah, Upper River having double defense.
I think he skipped it because he wants the skulls.
Yeah.
Likely,
Questions from chat. Where was a mirror shield on top of Dodonga's cavern in Death Mountain Trail? Mr. Mario was in the area. Did DC, but missed the mirror shield. Oh, hey, there's the Deku Theater in the open grotto in River.
Just what everyone was looking for.
And there's a Sunsong Grave in the River Bomb Grotto. And Wasteland is foolish, okay.
Well. Yeah.
That's actually not as useless as usual, since we know that the
Carpet Man.
carpet
Yeah.
salesman is shuffled.
2 checks instead of 1,
Carpet Man is
Uh,
pretty annoying to check if you don't have those rupees too.
Oh?
I mean,
Neil, it is either strong or very strong hint distribution. Looking like very strong at this rate. Still no random hints, still no junk hints, but yeah, probably not 100% sure.
Was that our first time seeing the adult save warp, or did I just miss
I
that
believe so.
completely earlier?
I think
Uh,
that's
so
the
it
first
just-
time.
So that just
Potion
dumped us in what,
Kokiri?
Kokiri?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a potion shop, which is in Mido's house.
Right.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised to see a trip to Desert Colossus soon-ish, especially since being Way of the Hero. It could be like Zelda's Lullaby or something. Could be Song of Time, or probably not with no Master Quest.
Probably not. What settings do we have? Medallion Bridge, no Ganon BK, beatable only. We know Fire Trail is on, don't know about any others. Very strong hint distribution, balanced item pool, double damage, open door of time, closed fountain, open Deku. Our ER settings are spawn points, simple indoors, grottos, and warp songs. We have, I think our only sanity is random shops. Metagoran and the Carpet Salesman are shuffled, and we have Chastised Matches contents, chosen logic, and maps compasses are in dungeons and useless. Just read off the notes sheet.
I think that's better than I do when I'm actually playing.
How on earth did What the Hell's not take full damage there?
Oh, also, we have all 4 carpenters because we did see the carpenter tent.
And what the hell's... I know that was only like a ground jump and flame storage and all of that, but that was so smooth. Like, no wasted moment at all. It was like, second he climbed up, he's got the stick out and is moving straight in, like, kills the skull, grabs the token, and shield drops the bomb at the same time, and oh, just that was
Very smooth. Also
moving.
very smooth at 2-3-1 as well. Yeah, this is actually, despite me reading off a seemingly long list of settings, it actually is fairly standard. Nothing too wacky today.
Is Mario gonna go up here to grab the skull and pass time of day and still not see the mirror shield?
Yeah.
Oh, not even the skull, just the time of day.
Oh no!
Oh.
It's not what you want to see.
Oh, and I know Spirit's a medallion too, so he's gonna need that mirror shield at some point. He will pick up his first bomb chooses. We see a scale on Goma. Okay.
Ooh, that gets us lab dive.
Yes, it does. We haven't actually seen the lab yet, though, which is another story.
There's not a super huge amount of entrances to check still, just mainly like some of those fairy fountains.
Yeah, hello, by the way, DJ Guapo, rating with a party of 33. Welcome to Ocarina of Time Randomizer Random. Thank you, Godzilla, for posting the challenge, and in Rando, we shuffle almost everything, so we have a Python script that randomizes the settings. We have a lot of the weekly win settings, so put Medallion Bridge and Gate and Boss Key is removed. We have beatable only. A very minimal entrance rando, actually.
I really want someone to go and check keys. So Rob brought up in chat there, the gold scale could just be the ability to beat Water Temple. For all we know, you can just go in, immediately long shot over to Morpha and beat the dungeon. And we just have no idea because nobody has checked a locked door.
No. Although boss keys are a separate setting from small keys. No one even jumped into Fire Temple to check the boss key setting either. Fire is foolish in its stone, but it is a quick way to check the boss key setting.
This also gives us, knowing the keys also gives you information about, where to try routing to, because Keysy GTG is really strong.
Right? Like, Forest goes from being, 5 up, like, Forest doubles the number of checks it has in these settings if your small keys are removed.
That's a rough death
everyone.
on what the hell's side.
It is dying in Sacred Forest mode to these scrubs, because it adds up fast. You don't notice it too much in Standard, but when double damage is on, it catches up to you quickly as, oh no,
Ooh,
what the hell's
no.
taking a second?
Not again.
Oh, this hurt.
See, I always see people like rolling through this maze, and I'm just like, that's too much for me. Like, line yourself up with the back of the wall and just shield and side. Oh,
Ooh, Din's on child fishing.
Wasn't that difficult to get to? That was the Dampe Hut.
That was Dampe's.
Dampe Hut. It is a little bit of a sucky spot to get to.
So Din's is a really interesting one as well because it's going to be a lot worse now than it is normally because there's a really high chance that they just never get shadow access.
Maybe Dungeon Shuffle's still on. Maybe.
Yes,
You've never
that
seen-
is.
You could save
Three-
more.
three
Check the Shadow
dungeons.
Temple entrance. Wouldn't be the first time.
Where we get 3 vanilla dungeons and then still end up with oops, it's Dungeon ER.
Din's
Pretty
hell's
unlikely,
going to be- What the hell is going to be heading back to market, it looks like, because this is great, Dodge.
Nope.
I
You're
guess
going
this
straight to
is...
graveyard.
He's not too happy with it.
Din's at this point to be required would have to lock the bow, right? And it would have to be either through Spirit Temple logic or the Composer Grave. Wherever that ends up being.
Wasteland is.
Right.
Yeah, or maybe something on the Goron pot too. But yeah, Dins might
Oh,
not be all that
true.
useful.
I should remember that. That happened in the last race I played.
Where is ZL is a big question that we have not found the answer to yet.
It
Possibly
might
not
not even be
available.
accessible at this rate.
ZL and Ice Cavern. Let's go. Oh wait, we know where Ice Cavern's in. God, damn. Never mind.
Yeah, ZL could be, let's see. Burning Cack, Prelude, Composer Grave, wherever that is.
It could be on Desert Colossus song.
And Colossus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Way the Hero. Yeah.
Is that Ice Cavern?
Yeah, no, Ice Cavern was hinted to have Minuet.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
So it's Prelude, Burning Cack, Composer Grave, or Colossus are the 4 spots for our 4 remaining songs, which are ZL's, Ponus, Storms, and Suns.
And 2 of those are Way of the Hero. Both Colossus and Temple of Time are Way of the Hero.
Yes.
So, odds are one of them is Zelda's Lullaby and the other one is Song of Storms.
Likely, with especially with grotto entrance Rando on Song of Storms opens up quite a few grottos. Although we do know one of them is vanilla, courtesy of a hint that the Fortress Storms grotto is a small fairy fountain.
I'm still pretty surprised that neither player is crossing the wasteland here.
They both
Yes.
have the Way of the Hero Colossus in, because we've seen both copies, which are Goron City Maze and SFM, so it's an interesting choice, that's for sure.
I'm a little surprised that we haven't seen What the Hell's play one of the songs to go back to the market and get the song at Temple of Time yet.
That too.
That too. He knows it's Way of the Hero, because it was in front of Temple of Time.
You do have to go adult for that, remember? So
He does.
Right, I
He's
guess,
gonna
yeah,
do
if you
field
do,
cleanup.
yeah, a bit of a child clean up into that.
Oh, we have a large chest here. King Zora is choose.
Okay. I did not catch that in time. I just saw that it was like one word. I was like, that's a major item, right?
Hey, bomb lock,
the
bomb
third
bag.
bomb bag. Hey.
But they started with hammer, so I guess none of the bomb bags are Way of the Heroes, so.
Yeah. Where was the shadow trial on him? Because I don't think I remember seeing the hint.
Oh, did we just get that on the other side, or?
That must have been in the cow grotto just now. I mean, I think we were all watching the bomb. The big
Yeah.
chest on What the Hell's side.
Must have been,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow, that is a
Ooh,
big find.
Vampire race. Which grotto is this again?
Did not see. I
If
think
What the
it
Hell's-
might have been. Was it the open grotto? Was it the? It was one of the ones near Lake Hylia, I think.
Yeah.
If he gets hit here, he's gonna lose his shield.
Come
So-
back, Trey. It's fine. Who needs a shield?
This timer can be a little tight too as child.
Right.
Especially if you're being extra careful for the fire. And this looks like double race, I think.
Is there a way to know this
He
early?
moves faster in one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like he kind of waits up for you. So I think this means he's gonna have to do it twice.
Oh,
Hmm.
I actually never knew that. That's probably a good one to keep an eye out for.
It's
Yeah,
like really hard to tell, and I always think it's one thing, and I'm always wrong. But you can
We'll see now. Moment of truth. Yeah, you were wrong.
Yep. See exactly.
Very convenient health, because what the hells would have died to the void out here.
That is true, actually. And oh,
Oh, Gerudo card in the Valley
oh
crate.
wow!
Ooh.
So actually, all the talk of heading over to Colossus, Mario just got hugely rewarded for that, and possibly What the Hell's too, because it looks like he might be heading in the same direction.
Yeah, maybe. So, yeah, I expect now we definitely go in that direction because now we just probably skip the saving the carpenters, go straight to GGG.
And that was
do you do GGG, or do you just set for Roars in there and leave immediately?
Well, you want to set for roars in. We don't have silvers, right? So we can't do
Right.
spirit. So
No,
we're only
we-
going to try to follow up on the Way of the Hero.
I guess you set Feroz in either one and use it to get back to the other, but I don't think you can. I don't think you bother doing that much of GTG yet. I guess you at least check for Keezy.
Yeah. If it is Keezy, I would go through the maze at least, because it's a lot of really, really quick checks.
Right. I don't think I would do the hookshot loop. I think that's a little too slow at this point, especially not having silvers or a bow.
That's fair without the bow. It's fair without the bow. The argument just against that is that it's just such a pain to get back. And you want to put your... Like, what... There's not a super huge amount of exciting things, it seems like, right now to do.
I think Feroz... I think I would set Feroz in Spirit, but not do GTG other than the maze for now, and use the Spirit Feroz to get back to GTG if necessary. But right now, that priority has to be the 2 songs. You've got 2 Way of the Hero songs, you follow those. I mean, I say that. You have a Way of the Hero Temple of Time and a Way of the Hero Desert Colossus. We assume it's 2 songs.
Yes. Especially with Spirit Temple locking the Way of the Hero, the other check-in wave in Temple of Time. And Spirit Temple is unlikely to be in logic too quickly. I suspect we're going to be. I suspect it's more likely to be the song than the item on later cutscene, because there's not that much it could be on later cutscene. Spirit Temple being one of the 2 medallions for that. Okay, that was a 50 dead hint. Thank you.
What the hell saw what the item there was a little too late, tried to get away from it and didn't quite make it.
Way of the Hero, I think that was.
Yeah, that was the market at the back of the lake.
Okay.
What
Did,
we
where
get in
did we
the
find
market?
it? We got a lot of
2
things.
shops. Hookshot and the letter, yeah.
Yeah.
Hookshot and letter.
Okay, yeah, market. Probably Way of the Hero.
Lots of things.
Yeah, we found both letter and hookshot there.
Yeah. Fire arrows as well, but at least 2 required items already is, yeah, probably enough.
Yeah, also a third hint in the back of lake.
I thought that was lost. I thought that was Lost Woods again. Okay, we did only have 1 of those. So that's.
Yeah, it can't be fire arrows because he knows where Dins are. As you see, the Granny Potion Shop was in the lake lab.
Both players are surprisingly together here.
Yeah, this is. It's interesting because they've taken a route that's kind of. There's been a lot of discussion points. There's been a lot of like potential divergence, and yet they've just kind of stayed, not quite side by side, but they've like split and then like reconvened again, and it's just kind of kept coming back together.
As they saw just the shop in the fishing, cookery shop in the fishing entrance that also had nothing of note.
Both right side shields at least, so bit of a trek if they want to get those later, but yeah, probably fine.
Nothing on the letter spot either.
Are we gonna go turn that letter in now? We're certainly on Mario's side. I assume what the hell is picking up some skulls, maybe? Checking the grotto.
The grotto here.
But I don't think we've seen an owl trip either.
Right, I don't think we have.
We don't know where our owls go just yet.
No.
I assume this is going to be checking the grave, though.
Because for those who don't know, owls can be randomized, and owl drops can be randomized as well.
I guess MrMario is probably gonna.
Okay, 30 skulls is a green rupee.
Oh, we're not gonna see that today. Beautiful.
Nah. Dang. Don't you mean Way of the Hero?
Yeah, I guess the opening the, like, using the letter, getting King's Aura out of the way, now is really nice with that early Frozen magic.
Okay,
Oh, that was an owl.
okay. Lake Owl owls are randomized because the Lake Owl just dumped it. What the hell's on the Lost Woods Bridge?
Oh. Hopefully the DMT owl isn't required. We don't have to go back up, make the trek up there.
What the
Also
hell?
in
Oh, yeah.
chest.
Where did he want to go there? He looked annoyed at that warp. It looked like he wanted to leave the market and then realized it's night. He can't get out, so he just had to quickly change plan on the fly there.
Yeah, Lake Owl dropped him off in the Lost Woods Bridge.
Oh yeah.
I remember we had a bracket match where you were hard required to take, I believe it was the Death Mountain Trail Owl to get your vanilla ocarina courtesy of Overworld entrance, Rando.
That
As you
was
see a second wallet on the Domain Torch run.
That race was incredible to watch. That was like the showcase of how good owl warps can be. Because
Oh, as they say, Song of Storms on Prelude. That is Wave the Hero.
yeah, that was the race where one of the runners tried to get their ocarina out of logic by jumping to the bridge from Lost Woods, only to come out at Zora River underwater and not have Scale or Iron boots to get back through. So you not only logically had to get the owl, you were hard required.
Yes, because I remember that both Scales and the Iron Boots were all Ocarina locked at C2. You are not getting out. It was 100% hard required. You absolutely had to get take the L. Hey, DC fully.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect timing.
Brilliant going. Lovely game. Both runners have already cleared DC, so that's about as useless as it gets.
Yeah. It's
What
kind
the
of
hell is
bad
taking his-
too.
What the hell taking his way of the hero Song of Storms to the well, which makes sense here.
Yeah. Although, again, that Colossus. Going here without Zelda's Lullaby feels so, I don't know, shaky.
Yeah, it never feels great. Especially because storms can point to tons of little grottos in random places too. That
And I
you know,
guess, with all locations reachable being off, potentially, or likely at this point, you kind of want to know if you have to do the back rooms. If you do all of your checks and you only have 1 or 2 keys, you can just skip the entire back area.
Yeah, this will actually be our first time getting a chance to see what the key situation is.
Well, that's true, actually, yeah. I guess we don't know if there are keys.
We still don't know.
That was a big chest, wasn't it?
no, I think that was a small chest.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. It does make the lack of ZL a little bit better. There are 4 checks we can't get without ZL, 2 of which we can peek. So.
Okay, well, there's the map.
Oh, thank God. I won't get lost.
There are
Okay.
keys.
Okay, we know it's not vanilla, so just keys in dungeon.
Yep. Ooh, that bubble bringing what the hell's for a ride.
Getting bullied by it. Jeez.
Also, he's on half a heart. He's gonna die to literally anything here.
You should be careful while opening up the coffin. Those keys can sometimes be. I guess he's just gonna peek it.
That's the compass in the
Gonna skip
coffin.
that one.
Yeah, he doesn't need to know where the chests are on the map. He knows them already. Yeah, more weekly settings. This has been surprisingly close to weekly settings, considering.
And the boomerang chest in Jabu is nothing.
What the hell's reconsidering that run?
I don't want to run into it.
Right, so that one was interesting. You just walked up to the bomble area and left. If I remember rightly, if that's a large chest, you can see it through the cracks in the ground.
Correct. It clips through the bumble stuff.
Did not know that. Interesting.
It could be a key, but at this point, he has a key. Don't need a second key.
No, dungeon skulls aren't on. He'd only need one key.
And it looks like he's just going to assume that even if it wasn't, the other one could be Zelda's Lullaby locked for now, and he's just going to go to the end area regardless.
I think I still would have checked it, as Rob is saying, because if you don't find it in the basement, that means that one of the 2 remaining checks here that are ZL locked is the key.
Okay, well, okay, that is definitely has to be in logic because there's a strength in the well-locked pit. Yeah, it is definitely available in logic. We don't know how because we don't know where the 3rd key is, but it is in logic. And the Sunblown Grave, wherever that is dead.
And we know that Strength 3 is required because Fire Trial is on. So yeah, that has to be required.
Yeah, I think hoping that ZL is inaccessible is just like a dream. I don't think that's in this particular seed. I don't think that was ever really something that could happen.
Yeah. Also, definitely not Dungeon ER at this point.
Oh!
Ooh!
And hovers!
Hover boots!
Okay, how much does hovers do?
Not a whole lot, considering fire and shadow are stones.
Like, it might give a bit of logic for Fire Temple, but Fire Temple is foolish.
Gives us swag gainer potential, though.
Yeah, it's Stone Force, Stone Fire, and Stone Shadow, so hover boots are nice to have. It does make Fire Trial easier, but not required necessarily.
Yeah, it's actually so interesting to me that hovers are not needed for any of the trials, but they're really good for 2 of them.
Yeah, they can be logically required to get checks in Shadow Trial, depending on what other items you end up with.
Right.
Longshot and hovers gets you the 2nd chest. If you have no fire source.
It can be logically required for Forest if you don't have Song of Time.
Yeah, but today's stone, the forest is a stone, so we don't even know if we'll need to go into deep forest.
I meant Forest Trial.
Oh, Forest Trial?
Don't think hovers are ever needed for Forest Trial. No, you can just jump to every platform.
You can. You don't.
I
you
thought
don't
there was
need hovers.
one floating over the pit. Don't you need to play Song of Time there?
That's only the Master Quest Forest Trial, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vanilla Forest Trial does not require hover boots.
So yeah, there's, I guess, 3 trials that want hovers, but none that actually require them. And only one that can ever have it in logic.
Hovers doesn't give us the access to Wasteland. Beads are vanilla. Okay.
We already had Wasteland to cross Wasteland with the long shot.
Yes, Longshot gets us across the bridge and gets us over to the. It gets us across the Wasteland. So, Asen, not a bad idea, but not. It can give access to the Wasteland, but not today.
Also, notably though, there is no lens yet, right?
No, we have not seen the
Not that
lens.
we've seen.
So,
And yeah,
I assume they'll cross, but we've not seen the logic for it yet.
no. No problem, Asen. The tracker, I'm personally not the biggest fan because it's really, really cartoony.
Wow.
I didn't want to say it, but same.
Wow.
Sorry, so far.
It's incredibly, no offense so far, but it's incredibly hard to tell Longshot from Hookshot on this. Hookshot's blue, Longshot's purple.
colors.
It is not intuitive.
Just make Longshot bigger.
Oh, Spirit Trial is active. Okay.
Oh, Spirit on? Okay, so they do need to choose as well.
Hey, I like my tracker, so.
Oh, I still used it for
And that's what
random,
matters.
Just later though, just the cartoony look of it bugs me a bit, and unless you're told how to tell Hookshot and Longshot apart, you actually can't tell them apart so far. Frog's one is dead.
How on earth? Mario just didn't say anything what the hell to do. Just took 0 damage landing there.
Zopar, a recommendation, at least put the H or L and H and L symbol on the tracker so we can tell the 2 apart.
Okay, I can look into making them a little teleparty.
It's not possible. To tell, like, I don't care much for the cartoony look, but you can still tell what stuff is for the most part, other than the 2 hook shots.
Just pull a Melrose on this. When someone asks for like an update to the overlay, just be like, no, it's not possible, and never give a reason. Oh, what the hell's no?
Oh no, the
Oh, no.
chickens!
Double damage.
Oh no.
Okay, paid
Okay,
it
he
in
got into
quickly.
the ground.
I feel like I need to clarify. I've been like joking with Melrose about that for ages because there was just one point where someone asked him to update an overlay and they were like, "Oh, is this possible?" He's just like, "No," and didn't give any reason for it. And he was being sarcastic, but then he forgot to actually do it, so it just never happened.
got dropped.
And everyone just took it as though he was serious when he said it was impossible.
Odds are I will forget to change it.
Yeah.
So
So far, chat has a good point too with the hook shot and long shot. Colorblind people if you have certain kinds of colorblindness, good luck knowing which is which.
that is fair.
Hey, and what the hell is picking up his double defense? Not a bad idea since he's right here, and it is double damage.
We're back to normal damage for one person. Alright, well the hell's finally made way back to domain and actually has Song of Storms for this, so we'll be able to check an extra grotto on top of what Mario saw here.
I forgot that that's available.
Oh, there was one of the races in bracket where that grotto had the first hook shot.
Oh, God.
It's just one of those ones where, you know, both runners picked up Storms quite late and then just had to find their way back to domain to get a hook shot in that grotto, which they actually both did reasonably fast somehow, but I don't know how. Better runners than me, apparently.
Some of the runners of Rando come up with the most ridiculous logical reasons as to why things have to be in places, and they're very frequently right. And it's thinking at like 8 levels above the level I am able to think at while playing. I will say that.
It's funny, I was talking about this race to some people earlier, and I kind of described it as, you know, both of these two runners are incredible with the logic and incredible with the execution. But Mario is a little more familiar with the Rando settings, and What the Hells is a little better at the execution, so they're both good at both. But there's like that little edge on each side. But What the Hells is definitely the runner who's more prone to doing that. He'll just like be like, oh, I should go do this because I got like, oh, I should go check Link the Goron because I got 2 strengths in Kakiri Forest. And then he'll go there and it'll be like the hook shot. He's just like, oh, I knew it. You're just like, what? How? How does that? Oh, there was a hook shot in Child Climb, so I guess my bomb bag is in GTG? Huh?
Yep. That sounds about right. I've heard ridiculous reasonings for the skull in the back of Deku Tree before as well. Someone went there pretty quickly because of like 8 different reasons that something had to be on that Skulltula, and turns out there was. Key item. Yeah, Mario's heart colors are pretty difficult to see. If he goes and picks up that double defense, though, make it a little bit easier for us. And What the Hell's with his first wallet?
Oh, right, yeah, you didn't get the other one earlier.
You can play one of his many warp songs, though, to go visit Graveyard.
You can save quit, you can play Requiem, you can... Oh,
and Composer Grave.
Oh, that's really big.
Yeah, that could bode not super well for Mario.
On top of the Mirror Shield as well. Just in case, you know, it's been enough time since we last mentioned it. The mirror shield was on top of Dodongo's cavern, and Mr. Mario has full cleared it and just never quite made his way back.
Picking up suns, so. Yeah, Rando definitely makes you learn all of the locations that you probably don't know exist. That was the last grotto I learned about.
But I think mine must have been the Gerudo Valley. Oh, the Gerudo Fortress one. But oh jeez, they're definitely the two kind of down there on the list. And I guess the Silver Rock in Gerudo Valley is up there as well.
Oh yeah, the ledge. That's a great one. That people miss that one all the time too. That one's great because you don't even see it or like think about it unless you've made the mistake.
Yeah, accidentally fell down there with silvers and we're just trying to roll off the edge, and it's like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah, or it was required. You didn't know it existed, or yeah, you forgot about it, yeah, that can be brutal. That one can be brutal. At least the storm grottos, you're kind of nearby-ish, maybe.
Am I right in thinking that Gerudo Valley one is the one in vanilla that's like the really bright, colorful rainbow room with the Octorok in it?
It's got a bunch of rupees underwater and an Octorok, yeah.
Yeah, like rainbow walls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it didn't even click that. Yeah, Mario bought the bomb shoes earlier because of bomb shoe bowling, right? Not just for the convenience.
Could have lived without him, though. Oh well. What the hell is gonna dip Jabu here? See if he actually does the checks or just walks in and walks out.
Yeah.
Walks in, drops roars, and walks out.
I think I was a little more focused on what the hell's at the time, but I'm pretty sure there was nothing in there on Mario's side.
There was
did
not.
do the checks, right?
There's only one trick you can do, and it was nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
No skulls, no scrubs. Don't want no scrubs. We did say that earlier, actually, at the start. When we saw the rupee counts, we were like, well, they're going to be hoping for no scrubs, or at least, you know, affordable, low shops. They've had fairly good shop prices, and no scrubs.
Yeah, some of these Rando seeds are Rando seeds can be absolutely brutal with rupee farming.
It is really funny to me that you know, tournament hints are the weakest hint settings, and so it's like balanced hints compared to tournament are actually pretty strong still, and the most expensive scrubs that you'll get are vanilla. Like, there is no more expensive scrubs option because they're already bad enough as it is.
Well, there's still random.
Random can be, but it usually isn't.
You haven't experienced true scrub sanity until you get 3 scrub grottos that cost like 225 rupees.
Oh,
there was
one. I remember there was one recently where it was like 3 scrub grotto, like a grotto with 3 scrubs in it, and it was like 70, 50, 55 with no wallets available. It was like, so you can only get 1, and you're just short of being able to get the second.
Yeah, it can be bad. It can happen with 2 scrub as well, right? 2 scrub grottos could just be like 70 and 70. And then it can be really annoying. We got the no fun option, the off.
We've got the weekly settings option. This has to be the closest we've had to that by far.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking, like, this is definitely the closest I've seen to a weekly seed.
Like, it's kind of been an ongoing joke of, oh, are we just gonna get a weekly seed at some point? And yeah, you don't get much closer than this, honestly.
So these settings are not the settings that popped up in this command. It's like rando. Here we go. These are the settings that we are running with right now, or the players are running with right now, and they are random. Star, I believe, can read all of them off to you. Wow, I tabbed over to the spreadsheet. There's a lot of notes.
Yeah, we do have a lot of the most. I guess the most notable things here are we have. So we have warp songs are shuffled. All locations reachable off, otherwise known beatable only. You don't have to be able to do everything in the game. We have 3 trials on, which are, was it Fire, Shadow, and Spirit?
Yep.
We have double damage. Grottos and simple indoor entrances are shuffled. Simple indoors basically means not the windmill, Link's house, the potion shop, Temple of Time. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
And we have some items in shops, but I think at this point we've probably seen all of those.
Yeah, I think it's either 2-item or random shop sanity. But I think we've seen all the shops. We might have missed a shop. I haven't been counting the shops. We've seen a lot of shops. Mario following up on these way the heroes in well, picking up those hover boots and the strength. Going adults. Maybe we'll finally see that that trip, that long journey towards GTG and Spirit Temple. We might be seeing that on What the Hell's side.
We've been talking about this for a while now, right? Like, oh, Mario's
in his mind.
Remembered something?
Could be going checking outside Hyrule Castle. Check the Storm's Grotto near where Talon sleeps.
Oh wow, Castle Storms could be a big one there.
Yeah. Yeah, that Bolero could be required. That could be, you know, child spirit access, for instance. If that's needed. Or it could be a Nocturne Warp.
I mean,
that exists at all.
Yeah, I guess at this point, if Bolero is a Nocturne Warp, it's the same as there not being one, which is also an option, but if Bolero is required, then Minuet goes to Shadow, presumably.
There's another shop. Hard to beat Shadow without Nocturne Warp, that's fair. Oh, we got Mido's house.
And
Mido is collecting a bunch of crap. And a bottle. Mido the Ghost Hunter.
Yeah, Mido just went out camping for a bit. Was a little bit distraught when the bridge collapsed behind him, but he's just like, alright, whatever. Got my Poe in a bottle, who needs anything else? Alright, nothing up in the castle for Mario here, so that was just a bit of a time sink that What the Hells might be able to gain back.
You think What the Hell is in lead here? I can't see.
If nothing else, yes, because of the Mirror Shield. But if we ignore that, I think yes. It's close.
I think it seems to me like the only advantage, besides the Mirror Shield, the advantage that What the Hell happens here is just he's already at Fortress, whereas Mario is still in Temple of Time.
Literally just like a minute or two ahead in terms of direction, and otherwise they've done pretty much the same stuff.
Yeah, I would skip the guards here. I'm not sure if What the Hells has seen the tent. I think only one of them may have hit the tent.
My apologies. I had to step away for about 10 minutes there to deal with something with a family. What has happened in the last bit?
did you see what the hell's getting Sun Song?
I did not. Where was that?
Zora Domain's Storm's Grotto was the composer grave.
Mhm.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and otherwise, not a whole lot, honestly. Mario's done bottom of the well, so has strength and hovers. And yeah, now we're off to Gerudo Fortress at long
Thank you.
last.
Mario's not
Yeah.
going to Fortress though. Mario's doing something else.
Dip fire, see the mirror shield. Dip fire, see the... Oh wait, they've got a different warp to fire, haven't they? They've got a warp
Yeah.
that goes outside.
I don't. There is one. Yes.
Yeah.
Nocturne dumps you up at the halfway up DMT.
Outside Goron City.
Yep.
Oh, turning in 20 skulls.
Okay.
Mario Brave running custom fanfares. There's
It's
a
been
big
fine
chest.
for a while now, right?
I don't know. I thought it was still kind of potentially breaky.
Hey, bottle on Fortress Roof.
Seeing, at least we're seeing the guards. We're seeing these settings that aren't usually standard. You know,
I
getting a nice showcase here. Uh oh. That like
I always-
slow turn.
I always forget the guard's behavior. Like, yeah, okay, what else can just run through? He has the card. I was gonna say, I always forget the guard's behavior because I'm sure there was a thing before where it was like, if you have the card but you haven't released the carpenters, it does one thing, and if you've released the carpenters but don't have the card, it does a different thing. And I feel like that got changed at some point, and now it's just all within having the card. But
Yeah, I think it's all just whether or not you have the card.
yeah, but just the kind of caution, the panic as the guard turned around. It's like, wait a second.
Yeah, I think that would have, if he did not have the card, I think it would have. I think that particular guard would have caught him.
I think that probably would have been enough. Yeah.
Probably yes.
The child guards in Valley, I think, always just dump you in the river. They do let you go? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were just jerks.
I thought they always dropped you in the water. Yeah.
Where's
Question,
Bo?
where-
That is
Where's Bo?
that's a great question. No Bo.
So what
No.
items? What are we missing for completion at this point? We might be missing iron boots, or it might be beatable with gold scale.
Bo
You
strength
need boomerang.
2-3.
Boomerang, 2 strengths.
Boomerang,
That's
2
about
strengths.
Bo.
Let's see. What are our trials again? Fire, Shadow, Spirit.
Yeah, so strength 3, long shot. Long shot gets you to a hammer, I guess, but they've already got that. And then bomb, choose mirror shield. Yeah, yeah, that's it. So Spirit Temple is likely to have either strength 3 or boomerang at this point.
Likely, yes.
Obviously, it could be, I don't know, Zora Tunic or Iron Boots, or could be first Bow and Spirit. That would be pretty awful, but at least then it would be hinted, I guess.
Cola, we saw a hint at the Storm's Grotto, and Fortress is vanilla fairy fountain. So, not very useful, to say the least.
Can't tell if what the hell's grabbing that rupee at the start there is like just a different route to the one I'm used to, or if that's like a cautious nod towards double damage.
He is back to normal, at least. Double defense.
I actually bothered to pick it up where Mario just kind of looked at it and was like, yeah, I can do without. And apparently Mario did the same with the mirror shield, and I think that one's a little more essential.
Oh man,
It's
I
insane.
can't believe that fell through the cracks.
It's funny. I've had the conversation so many times where people have spoken about, you know, the top runners in tournaments and the kind of the big turning points in races, and yeah, oh, you're hoping for these people to make like a really big mistake, and they're not the type of people to do that. And it's like, in season 2 in the official tournaments, there was a race that was infamous because two of easily the two of the best 5 runners the community has seen both last locationed the empty wall. And
Amazing.
so it's like any runner could. What on Mario? You could do that?
Oh.
What was?
What did he hookshot? What happened?
No. He as he's climbing, he was mashing target so quickly that the camera didn't keep up with him.
Oh yes.
I've never seen that. That's
Yeah, I really hope Mr. Mario doesn't mistake the mirror as a blue beam or something, because that kind of mistake is game costing.
I really hope that doesn't decide this match. That'd be unfortunate. I think it's too early to say though. It hasn't. We will see.
Right. Still a fair few items to go for. You know, they could end up on a wild hunt for boomerang or strength or.
Strength 3 is good at that. You know.
Yeah.
Both players spend
Strength 3
45 minutes down the seed looking for strength 3.
Oh, it could absolutely happen.
We are going to get a peek up here. Is this the first check of boss keys?
Yes, this is.
Yes.
Pretty sure we haven't seen the Fire Temple one, and none of the others were accessible.
And it is.
Wait, what?
Boss. I'm pretty sure there's a lock there.
I did not get to see
I did
at
not
all.
see it either.
Okay.
It's locked.
Yeah.
Also, apparently the center of GTG was a key. So if all of the tunic and potential shadow warps and Lon Silo and all of that didn't do it, that 100% confirms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be accessible.
Nope. That's the stuff they need to beat a seed. Which means, I'm gonna take a guess and say we're never seeing Shadow Temple.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much gone at this point, right?
I don't know. I mean, it really just depends on where those last 2 warp songs go.
Well, just the last one, really, right? Bolero's not available
Correct.
unless they've got Shadow.
Right. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Got the one more. Were there any big chests in the maze? I can't super tell.
That looks like one in the next room, but that's also where What the Hell's has run out of keys, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. If you get a warp to Shadow, I would say you probably do it at that point.
100, yeah. No, 100%.
Assuming you don't have progression to do, like hard progression.
The funny thing with things like this is, like, I'm one who will talk about, you know, yeah, Shadow is, like, even if it's a stone dungeon, it's so many checks, you just want to do it, but, like, especially with something like this, if the game gives you access to a big area, there's probably a reason for that.
Right, because with ALR off, it's not just gonna give you Shadow access for no reason.
It's like, oh, I have all the keys to go to the top of fire. Maybe I should go to the top of fire.
Right, because in Beatable only, it's not just gonna give you stuff for no reason.
Oh, it still could. Okay.
Also, I think we're ZL locked. From Water Temple?
Yeah, we must be, or Mario would have cleared it there.
So that means, where is ZL Colossus?
Must be Colossus Way of the Hero then, yeah.
Right, just missing out on lens somewhere. Could be anywhere though. Some random check. You know, that they just haven't done could have it.
Yeah. Which means Epona's... let's see, what is it? Epona's has to be Burning Cap.
Yeah, that's all that's left, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
seen or gotten hints for all the other songs.
Smacked by that lever.
Nearly out of bounds with it, yeah.
Always scary. He was pretty close to the edge, I think, there. I like to give the edge a wide berth just in case that happens. I'm always afraid it's going to.
On Burden Tech for strength on HBA would be pretty bad, actually. Not the worst, but it certainly wouldn't be pleasant. Oh, hey, there's the lake lab. Colossus Fairy.
And we have gold scale.
Way the hero. Probably for the song, definitely for the song at this point, but still, it's nearby, you do it.
Just a purple ruby. Ooh, Mido's house.
Oh yeah, Mido's holding a Po bottle and not much else, unfortunately. Mido's 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, not a super exciting Midas house today.
Yeah, I missed that while I was out. Sorry about so I have no idea. What the hell's cannot check the grotto here in Colossus? Not
Keep your eyes peeled though, we're about to see the arch.
there's a Zorus domain.
Oh. So Mario didn't go back and get that, and is
What's that?
was that
The iron
Choose?
boots? Hmm.
Wait, Iron Boots on the Colossus?
Well, that might. I don't know. I think.
I thought Choose.
I did not get a look at it. Okay, choose. Thank you, chat.
What the hell's screen is very dark for me. I'm having a really hard time seeing these like far off items relative to what I'm used to.
The good old VC lighting.
I'm terrible at identifying freestanding items myself. We are missing Lens to put the yellow logic, but at this point, Lens probably just available somewhere.
Is the all barely required? Yeah.
Is there, other than Spirit, is there another way of the hero that we don't know yet?
No, that's it.
Yeah, we've seen...
You've seen
Storm-
Colossus, Lost Woods,
I'm having a
Temple of
lot-
Time.
A lot of trouble with this jump for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think it's usually very tricky like that.
No, that was bizarre. I don't know what was going wrong there.
I don't either. I don't think Dead Hand is known.
What the hell's do a bunch of cleanup with ZL now. Still no bow is a little suspicious. I don't know if Forest Temple, like players might want to start heading Forest Temple maybe.
Rob having a good point that Strength 1 was not behind ZL, so Lens could be behind that.
Alright,
Forest
well,
Temple, maybe?
Oh, Mario.
Ooh.
I love his death fanfare being so happy. It's like, yeah, you died. Good job.
Yeah. Randomized sound effects can be quite funny.
Yeah, I think I really like Forest Temple here now. You don't need bow for the courtyard. You can use Song of Time to access the left side of the courtyard. Or hovers, of course, to jump onto the ledge, the Floor Master ledge. And that gives you some Strength 1 lock checks.
Ice or forest right now?
Nice.
Ice is really bad for checks, and you get a warp song, but the warp song is
a map and a
probably
compass.
bad. Yeah,
Maybe
no,
a
I think
native.
forest has to be better, right?
Yeah, I think you have to go
Forest.
Forest.
I guess you
Two
get the
and a
checks.
song.
You get the checks around Ice as well, but like people always
You
talk
get one
about
of them.
Ice Cavern as a really good location, and I'm
If you
always
want
really
songs.
confused.
Good
Right,
influence.
I'm always really confused by it because people always talk about like, oh yeah, you get like the song and then you get a couple of checks, you get all the checks around it, and it's really quick to do. And I'm like, you can't count the checks around it and say it's quick to do because the checks around it aren't quick. That's the bad part of Ice Cavern is getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Ice Cavern is a great play just yet. I really don't.
Yeah, if Mini-Let gets you Shadow Temple access, I'm concerned. Because it's not just gonna randomly give you access to Shadow Temple unless there's actually something in the Shadow at this rate.
I actually think it was one of What the Hell's matches in this tournament where both runners went really out of their way for like the last warp song, and then they played it and it took them to the bottom of Zora River. And they just kind of wasted like 10-15 minutes going to get this song that did nothing.
Right, that's the thing with randomized warp songs and ALR always. Warp songs could be total duds. Our warp songs are total duds today, in fact. You go to Market, one goes to Death Mountain Trail and the other goes to Graveyard. Not exactly great spots.
There are plenty of
Oh, okay.
there are plenty of places that it could put you that aren't Shadow Temple that make things a
Ooh,
little
Slingshot.
worthwhile.
Slingshot in the DMT storms.
That
There we go.
is out of logic. Because that was locked by Slingshot. Storms was logically locked by Slingshot for Deku Tree.
Where was
Oh.
where
Storms was
was
the prelude check.
and Prelude was locked by Deck. Right, that's a slingshot locked sling.
That's not something you see very often.
Also, the hint stone, by the way, was that Serenade is in the crater. Great hint, game. Great hint. Specifically, that Serenade can be found at crater and not Serenade on the book. Not she teaches Serenade, because there is a difference.
Oh wait, it said that the Serenade could be found in... That's a random
Wait.
hint.
No, that's a location hint. Random hint is junk.
Oh, never mind. Never mind
And
then.
yeah, it's a very strong hint distro at this point. We've seen most of the hits of the
Yeah.
game. We've seen Redhead Rando already, Rob.
It was up here,
Redhead
wasn't
Grave
it?
is up. There was a hint for
Yeah,
Sun
sorry,
Song
the
Grave.
grave. Yeah.
It was in Fountain though, and I don't think What the Hell has checked that yet.
No. All or nothing, apparently.
Yeah, it was hinted to be dead. The hint was in the Fountain though, and I don't think What the Hell has done that yet.
Man, they both did Jabu. I guess he didn't pick up the hints while there.
I guess so.
Is Yoshi breaking up, or is that just on my end?
Oh.
I assume it was on my end.
Oh, okay.
Probably. Yeah, What the Hells might be factoring maps, compasses, and making this play. The thing is, Ice Cavern has even less checks than usual with MC.
I would argue that he's probably not thinking about maps and compasses, honestly.
Yeah, I think if you're considering that, you don't go to the dungeon with 2 checks in it, right?
That's this far out of the way.
Or
At
actually,
least
I guess
At least dip
Yeah.
forests. Like, why not just check the courtyard?
I guess if forest is a maximum of 4, because we've already seen the chest at the start. So forest is a maximum of 4. And that could be lower if they're key locked out. Whereas this one is at least 5 checks, plus you can peek the icy waters.
Yeah.
So in terms of numbers, this is better. Oh, I guess not 5 checks, 4 checks plus a wall.
Yeah, he has to think it's beatable only. It's pretty obvious by now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they both have seen the key at the center of GTG, so I assume they both know that.
That's...
Oh, is that the
Kill it
bow?
by then.
That was a bow.
That's the
That was a
bow.
bow.
There's a bow on the iceberg.
All right, there's our first bow.
Oh, wow.
1 hour, 57 minutes. We got our first bow. Perfect.
Not even gonna try and dive? Did we get a hint for that or something?
We did not. We did not see a hint for that.
Huh.
Not that I noticed, at least.
I'm surprised he didn't try to peek that there.
It's odd. We are rang and 2 strings from Go mode.
That strength 3 could be in Ganon's. Quite a few checks in Ganon's.
There are a bunch of checks in Ganon's. Both checks of Shadow Trial. Let's see. There's Forest Trial, Water Trial.
Yes.
7
2 in
and 8.
Spirit, so that's 7, plus the boss key chest is 8.
Yeah,
No,
get
they
the
have
boss
trials
checks.
on.
Oh, trials
This-
wrong, cool. Yeah.
There are 7
Uh,
checks that. There are 7 checks that.
yeah.
can be-
I guess the flip side is if it's strength 3, half of those checks are locked by strength 3 is the problem. So it's like, yeah, there are 14 checks in here. You can only get 7 of them. Plus there has to
15
be key.
There's 15 checks in there. 8 in
Oh,
Light Trials, 7 in
counting
Yellow
the-
Trial. Not counting the
Oh,
Ganon boss.
I'm forgetting the ZL one.
Yes.
Cool.
I've had to memorize all the trial. I've had to memorize all the trial chests for co-op.
I'm bad with the numbers is the thing. Like the number of times I mix up how many checks in like standard weekly settings are in Forest and Fire. I always get them the wrong way around. And yet like I
can't
just played
remember
through
either.
it's 6 and 7, and I'm pretty sure it's 6 in Fire and 7 in Forest, but it might be the other way around.
That's
Okay,
correct.
good.
Okay.
I at least know this 6 in Fire, so I assume the Forest is the 7.
Okay, yeah.
I think so, yeah. I still
Mario
don't have it
getting a
memorized
ZL.
for standard. I have a couple memorized, but not all of them.
It just goes to show as well, like one of the things you'll see with this rando stuff is like just how much people have to remember. It's like, okay, so we have like today it's like, is what the hell's thinking about maps and compasses when he goes to Ice Cavern, because that's -2 checks from both Ice Cavern and Forest.
Yes, Mr. Mario doing a double take at the Song of Storm at the composer grave.
Yeah.
It
Gonna be a
looks
little
like that was
upset.
used,
What did
but-
I just read?
Well, he skipped it, right? He didn't actually do the check.
No, he doesn't have.
He- Didn't have storms when he went there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just so everyone's aware, just popping in here quickly, there was a thing that the 2 runners agreed to do in 2-hour intervals, because these matches can take a very, very long time. So both the runners actually agreed to do a 5-minute pause in 2-hour intervals. So they should be pausing anytime here now.
Mario. Looks like
Okay.
Mario's forgetting.
I have to jump in and remind.
Yep.
I can jump in to remind Mario if need be.
Okay,
yeah.
I think I
you
need-
should
Yeah,
probably use-
I will let Mario
Right.
know. First of all, let's swap the audio over though, so that doesn't leak through. And then I will let them know.
Cool. Yep.
Alrighty, so I guess in that time we can also potentially take a short break, but also we can recap some of the big turning points in this seed. And I guess can't talk about the big turning points in the seed without starting with the mirror shield.
Yes, because Mr. Mario still has not picked it up off of the top of the Dongo's cavern.
Yeah, and I don't know when he's gonna see that.
Yeah,
Still
you
going.
don't- it's not a place
Still running.
you're likely to go back to. I guess he's
Yeah.
getting in here and pausing and
I'd assume so. It's fine that they stop at different times. They just need to each separately take 5 minutes.
right. So that was like
Yeah.
a 1:10 pause.
Alright, looks like
Mario.
Mario just forgot. Happens. But yeah, they did agree to do this, just figured everyone should be aware of it. So if you need a snack time or something, now's the perfect time. But I guess the comms at this point can talk about maybe like future plans, maybe what we're thinking.
That's exactly what we were discussing, actually. How that mirror shield could be quite bad for Mr. Mario. Not only is Spirit Temple required, so is Spirit Trial.
Yeah, like I guess the biggest difference is so far, and Mr. Mario bought. I guess the biggest difference is in Mario's favor that he bought those bomb shoes earlier, so he has a little bit more with that, but they don't actually add that much. They've got more than enough explosives. They found all of the bomb bags at this stage, so it pretty much just comes down to if there was something on bomb tube bowling, which we know now there isn't. So there's definitely an advantage. It's in what the hell's favor at this point, but we're 2 hours in, and these races could have. We've seen races go easily to 3-4 hours with these sorts of settings.
Yeah, I'm not thinking that this one's gonna go an ultra long time, just because the two players are, they are, after all, some of the top players, and these settings are very close to standard.
Right, it's like the weekly settings plus some trials, but beatable only, so minus some areas that you just can't get to. Yeah, the runners agreed to a 5-minute break, I guess. I think Mario thought it was 2 minutes there. Some of the runners do 2 minutes, some do 5.
Yeah, I think we originally started with 2. The 5-minute breaks work a lot nicer.
I think 5 is 2 doesn't seem like enough to do. Also, when are we implementing this in like every race? Honestly, oh my god.
We did it in a race the other day. Yesterday, I think, a 3-player race, and literally all 3 of us forgot.
Oh no, I would.
So,
I want it in like every rando race. I
do too. I get up and take bathroom breaks in every single seed, and I have lost. Heck, yesterday I lost a seed by a minute and a half. I took 2 extra bathroom breaks in addition to our scheduled break. Like, I want scheduled breaks always.
like, even just from like, I don't want to be that person, but like, I guess someone has to be. Even from just a health perspective, like sitting down for 3-4 hours straight, focusing, and not just playing the same game for 3-4 hours straight, but like you have to be constantly thinking. You're like constantly trying to analyze, like, okay, what have I got? What am I looking for? Which locations? What do my hints mean? What's my best density? What's my game plan? Reassessing. It's taxing. It's tiring. Yeah, I'm all for it in every race. 2-hour breaks, perfect.
I think there needs to be some sort of support for it, some way to remind players, actually enforce it, etc.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, players are going to forget. We would have all forgotten if, I think it was Mario that came into our chats and reminded us. But
the irony today, then.
Yeah, it's easy. You're not thinking about it. He's probably thinking, oh yeah, perfect. Now I'm going to go water temple. After that, I'm going to do this, that, not paying attention.
Got my ZL, I can go
at.
beat water, and yeah, you got a billion other things on your mind. Yeah, there definitely needs to be some kind of inbuilt support to make the breaks work. But I'd love to see it. 100%.
I suggested a ding, or you can set like a time or something into race time rooms that it will do every interval. Maybe just if you hear like a sound to just remind you, maybe it will be a little bit easier.
Yeah, sound alerts would definitely be the way to do it.
I've actually never seen what the hell's strats here for these silver rupees.
Oh, the gainers around Ice Cavern are just incredible.
Well, he's not going for the gainers though. He's just actually hover bootsing to these little stalactite things.
Oh, he did the gainer up to the blue fire. The kind of hover gainer onto the
Oh, he actually gained onto it. I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, you gain it onto it and then run forwards and then grab the next, like the blue fire platform, and it's incredible. I've tried learning it. I can't. I'm not good enough at the game for that.
I love gainers so much. I'm gonna learn that now. I go for the gainers every time in fire trial. So the only way to do fire trial. Let's see if our runners do that today.
Alrighty, what the hell's... Remembering to go out and check King's Aura. Yeah. Oh. There was a hint that this was Bomb Shoes, right? Oh, he's leaving anyway, so...
All right.
Oh, what the hell doesn't have Choose, actually? Was it worth him picking up the King's Aura Choose there?
Oh, man. Maybe he's gonna need them. You can't avoid them in Spirit Trial. Oh, wait, this is Master Quest Spirit Trial. I keep thinking it's Master Quest. I'm getting confused now. Recently found out you can bow extension through the wall and not need Choose in Spirit Trial.
Really?
He needs them for... Yeah, it's really cool and amazing, and I'm really upset I did not know it before because it's absolutely amazing.
Wow, okay. Good to know, good to know.
Doesn't work in Master Quest, though. But he doesn't know that he doesn't need Bombchu Bowling, right?
Right, no, he
And
doesn't.
They are required for Bombchu Bowling. So.
To forest. Oh, no, remembering the Storm's Grotto. Then going to forest.
We'll see if we need Iron Boots shortly in water here. Logically, we of course need them, but we might not actually need them to beat the dungeon. So.
I missed something. I looked away for like half a second and what the hell's went from kind of entering forest, like just about to enter, and then was just like, nah, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I still want to see forest. I think water's a good play. I'd probably do the water with what Mario's up to now, but I mean, I'd want to see forest here. I'd want to see forest. At least the first floor. At least like the the courtyard. And the first Stalfos check, that stuff.
Yeah, I guess water is progression, but it's also... Oh no, Mario.
Oof.
Just equip the hovers a fraction too late. Yeah, water is progression, but it's also terrible for checks. Currently out of logic. Gets you Epona's song, which opens nothing, or almost nothing in Mario's shoes. I guess it opens 3 checks in What the Hells, which is not great.
Sure, it's not super exciting, but at the end of the day, it is something you have to do. And there's not really a punishment to doing it now unless Central Pillar has the boss key.
I guess the other thing from What the Hell side is Minuet going to Forest Temple? Vanilla, I guess. Wrong end of Meadow, but close enough. It is easy enough to get back to. So you might as well go and do your progression, and then if you don't get anything too worthwhile, you can just warp straight back. But
that's true.
I feel like I'd still be... I'm in that awkward bubble here where I'd probably do the progression, but it's... Progression versus density is close at this point.
If it was like true guaranteed progression, I think I would agree. But oh man, water's even worse, right? There's 4 checks in water. There's actually only 2 checks in water, 2 items. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, I don't.
It's only 2 things, but it unlocks Epona's song.
Which gets you 2 more, 3 more, 2 more because we know Pose is dead.
Right, mark it. No, wait, it was
Kokiri.
Kokiri Forest, foolish, of course.
Yeah, Rob, if your progression is water, you don't have progression. That is fair.
Gold scale water on top of that, yeah.
With irons here, I think you definitely do water.
Right,
At least up to the boss.
you're not gonna have a good way back here, ever. I guess if you get Strength 2 and Bow and go and do GTG, then you could jump down through Valley to get there, but yeah, no, that's not good.
See, I would have gone forest ages ago. Let's see if I would have won this seed.
I was saying I would have gone across to the Colossus and I would have been punished for it because I would have probably at that point, I don't know if I would have had to choose, but
you wouldn't have been punished. You would have picked up.
I wouldn't have had the card.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I would have skipped the Valley card, yeah. Unless I had choose, in which case I would have seen the card there and been like, oh, that's bad timing. So, it's a boss
There's
key.
the boss key.
Bow locked, so what the hell's will get it?
At this point, I think I'm liking what the hell's position a lot more and more.
Oh, Mirror Shield. It's starting to add up.
Yeah, and Mario's gonna have to go backtrack through all the whole way to Dark Link down through the river just to get back to this chest.
Mm.
Oh, Mario! No!
So close. So close. Go get the skull or something? No, the skulls are dead, aren't they?
Oh, man.
He's checked 20.
Yeah, he's checked 20. Carpet Salesman is dead because Wasteland is foolish.
Mhm. Oh, he's gonna go back into Goron City and check Medigoron, isn't he?
Oh, don't say that. No. Please. Oh, no. Oh, this is not what we want. Yes, this is random settings rando. We are in the what is this? The winners semifinals, winners bracket semifinals of the random settings brackets. We have shuffled the settings and all of the settings, and the players do not know what those settings were shuffled to. The players are learning the settings while playing the seeds and trying their hardest to find all their items and being lost. So.
Oh, that Composer Grave hint actually might save Mario here because he might just go up and do Ice Cavern from here and get the bow.
Ooh, that's actually a good point. I hadn't thought of that. That does make this a little bit better, this direction a little bit better.
Yeah, he's probably only here because of Composer Grave, but it'll work out for entirely different reasons.
I'll have this music. Perfect. Oh, what the hell's happened? Music's on the restream now? Okay. See. Someone asked what these settings were. Let's see. Let's just find where they're written here. Unless Star is around.
Yeah, the bubble at the bottom, but there's a lot. I guess the biggest things to say are their Ganon's access is 6 medallions and no boss keys, so that's fine. So they just need to get their 6 medallions. There are 3 trials active, Fire, Shadow, and Spirit trials. They have very strong hints, double damage. Randomized warp songs, simple indoors, so most indoor entrances, a couple of the major ones are in their vanilla locations, and grottos, spawn points, and owls. So basically all the small ones, but none of the big entrance randomizer stuff. Shops random number, and the Medigoron and the Carpet Salesman, and the Gerudo card was shuffled, but we've already found it, so... and otherwise, the big things are chest size matching content. So you'll see them skip a lot of small chests or look through a wall at a chest, like what the Hells just did, to
Just like that.
find out whether it's relevant or not without actually opening it. Any major item will be in a large chest. And all locations reachable off or beatable only, which means not everything in the game has to be accessible. The game will just only give you access to the things you need to beat it, and everything else could just be locked away.
Mario picking up that bow. So fortunately, that Composer Grave hint, yeah, it really saved him. Probably
We'll
just gonna do
also-
Ice Cavern here too.
Yeah, I'll also draw him into Ice Cavern, but... Oh, a little late on the hovers again. Had the same problem in water earlier.
I just really want something game-changing to be in Forest Temple.
Oh god. What would it have to be at this point? Strength 2, I guess? That gets you to your
Yeah.
Spirit Way of a hero, and...
A bow. I think a bow there would be a bow and strength like early would be pretty big. I think.
Is the bow just to kind of rub it in as like a, if you'd come here earlier,
Yeah.
you know, you...
Yep. Yeah, we really are hoping Mario picks up that mirror shield. That could be really bad.
Oh, the item at the bottom of the lake earlier, I missed that conversation. I'm pretty sure that was a piece of heart.
Yeah, Rob, I fully agree. I think I am pretty surprised they didn't do the courtyard. They didn't even go in to check the key status.
I know it's really hard to tell Mario's hearts, but I am pretty sure he was on a quarter of a heart there.
I think you're right. That's swag gainer though.
Oh god, the Poe. What was the race? Was it like 2 days ago or something? Well, 2-3 days ago, where a bunch of people did a race and like half of them ended up dying to drinking a Poe.
Oh no.
It was double damage, and so you just drink a Poe, take 2 hearts, and you die. Okay, good, thanks.
Oh man. Never what you want to see. Yeah, it's certainly a lot easier to see the items when you're running the seeds yourself. For one thing, the window's probably a lot larger on your end, in addition to obviously compression problems. Compression artifacts, making everything harder sometimes.
Plus, it's like you don't stop looking until you know what the item is. Whereas a lot of the time, these runners will check it, see it immediately, like just get a glimpse of something that gives it away, and they'll be like, "Oh, easy, it's a Deku Nut. I can leave." And everyone else is looking like, "What on earth was that?" It was like it blends in with the background, which means it's probably useless because that's kind of how it works. But it could have been a wallet or a bomb bag instead, or a...
These are the strats. Mario's strats are the ones that I use for Ice Cavern. Yeah, there are no Master Quests in this seed. 0, which really stinks. The next match is on Saturday, I believe.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled for the Master Quest there.
What's the most we've had in the tournament so far? It was 4, I want to say?
I think we had a 4, and that is the most I've seen in any seed period.
Right, which...
Well, my apologies. I keep getting called away tonight. It's just...
Okay.
Sorry, IRL issues keep coming up. I think I'm back for good now. Sorry about this.
It's no problem.
So fine. Yeah, I think it was Neil and Meraxis that had to suffer through 4 MQ, and it was like they got like the best and the worst ones. Like they got Forest and Shadow, which are close to vanilla, so it's fine.
Forest is amazing.
And then they got Bottom of the Well and Fire, which are arguably the 2 worst ones.
Ooh, yeah, those are two of the lousier ones.
It's funny hearing everyone's inputs on Master Quest. I don't think Fire is that bad.
I know that we disagree entirely on this though, because you said that you think Master Quest Trials are a disaster, and I think Ganon's Castle is the best Master Quest dungeon.
Yeah. Okay. We disagree then.
I
Fundamentally
love
disagree.
Master Quest Ganon's Castle. I love it. I think it's incredible.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they found anything much in the last 10 minutes since break ended.
Mario just picked up the bow. Oh, they both picked up the bow. I'm not sure if you caught that.
I see that. I saw the bow, yes. In Iceberg, so yep, they haven't. Where did Minuet go, actually? I guess I'll find out right now.
Nice cat.
Minuet takes them to, Forest Temple. Just as normal, right? Kinda.
Are we gonna see
less
it?
Convenient.
No, we're still not seeing it. Oh, we are seeing it. Okay, we're finally gonna see Forest Temple.
Oh, hey, slingshot and shoot the sun, by the way. Lols.
That one.
Is that logic?
Hookshots were Goron City Maze left, which is available from the start and market potion.
No,
but
because
the bow is
the only bow is ZL locked, and our ZL is still out of logic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great point.
We are still out of logic.
Yeah, for anyone who missed it, our only Slingshot was Storms locked, and Storms was logically locked by Slingshot, and our ZL was Lens locked, so 2 of the biggest songs in the seed are both just out of logic for now.
Yeah, we don't actually... Frogs 2 is dead. We did see a hint for that very early. As in, their child orb is next to Shadow Temple, and their it was next, and the hint was next to Shadow, so that was the first hint they saw.
Ooh, we're gonna see that big chest in GTG from Mario, and another one.
Oh, irons. Okay. Irons go fucked.
That is probably the item that Mario wants to see the least here.
Well, that was a surprise item, right? There was another big chest in the maze.
Right.
Yes, there was. They were key locked out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Did anyone go back to Talon the back alley? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, Talon's chickens were in the back alley. I don't think we've seen that yet.
I don't remember seeing that there, but no, I don't think nobody's gone back there at the very least. We've definitely not seen Talon's chickens.
What is?
They did need to get Sunsong to do Talon's chickens if it was in the back alley.
Oh, shooting gallery was here?
Yes, adult shooting gallery is in the back potion shop entrance, if I wrote it down. Yeah, here in CAC anyway.
Yeah. Wow. So...
yeah, CAC someplace. I can't recall which entrance is which. Called which.
The Granny's Potion Shop.
Yeah, Granny Potion is the one.
Or the old potion shop, or the... It has like a million different names. Everyone calls it a different thing.
Yeah,
the one where the old lady takes the mushroom and makes it into mushroom powder.
Right, that's the... I was trying to remember what that entrance is called. Oops.
So Mario's side getting this large chest, I think, is... Oh, actually, it's not possible. We don't have a toilet hint, do we? No.
No, we do not.
No. Okay, we're probably not going to find out if this is in logic or not, because I'm pretty sure the chest he's about to go to is one more key than he has, which means
need 2 more.
Yes.
Oh.
Right, he would need 2 left over for it to be in logic, and he's going to have 1. But the toilet might be a key, so this might be in logic. We don't know.
Yeah.
I think you have to go for it anyways.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, rip. Some tunes.
I don't think... I think that was a pretty good play from Mario. I actually had forgotten that there was a big chest there. Especially having Furores there, just going straight back right after picking up that bow. And checking, you know there's an item there, so just go do it.
Oh, is he gonna do...
Yes, also, quick question. He might. A quick question: where was the water boss key?
River chests.
River chest.
Oh, okay,
Mario
so
went
just-
down, looked at it, and couldn't shoot the ice switch.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. So BK is just in dungeons.
Yep.
Oh, slow Epona.
This is
Oh,
something you don't see in standard.
yuck.
Now, how come Mr. Mario was like going back and forth there with the hover boots? What was the first time?
I think he was just trying to stop on the platform and kept overshooting it. I think that was pretty much it.
I know when I'm doing this room, I always I just take the hover boots off on every platform and I just go platform to platform.
I
I've fallen
jump where
too
I
many
can,
times.
yeah.
I don't think we've seen the Sora tunic. I know we. I don't remember which child shop, just that it was a child shop.
Yeah, 1 heart. I don't
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know about this.
not happening. This is not happening, Mario.
Oh, he got the reset. It reset.
He's got a surface though. There's no way this lasts long enough
Has
to
the
get out as
surface.
well.
No, he has to
But he
get out.
can spawn
the
the chest.
Oh my god.
It's a key.
He got
Okay.
it.
It was a key, so he can leave. He knows that that's it.
Okay.
Oh, man.
That was incredible. Wow.
Oh man.
I never would have thought to even try that. I'd have just been like, yeah, no time. I guess just leave it.
That is
Oh, no.
impressive.
What the hell happened about to lose the horse race? Okay, no. He got it here. He got it here. Oof.
He's fine.
Is he going the slow way? This is one of those weird, like, this is vanilla as well. If you jump over the fence, there's this cutscene of Epona riding out into Hyrule Field, and it's like this really long panning shot. If you just jump over Ingo, that's it, you just kind of appear outside. It's just a normal,
Well,
like,
but it puts
it's
you in a
just-
different spot, right?
yeah,
Uh,
and you basically skip the cutscene if you jump out the front.
But that put
Yeah.
him right near Gerudo Valley. That might have been intentional.
He wants to
Like,
do HBA.
going straight to
I guess.
HBA.
I think it's
Uh,
faster to go over Ingo and then ride to Gerudo Valley.
Debatable. Yeah, hi Gavroni, by the way. Welcome to Standard Stinks Post.
Yeah, standard settings, but beatable only with trials. 3 trials.
Yes. Irons were GTP lobby.
Oh, the front gate in vanilla had a cutscene? Oh, okay, in that case that's just a rando thing. I never knew that.
Yeah, this is mostly standard settings other than it's beatable only. Trials are on, and we're strength 3 in rank. We have 2 strengths in rank go mode.
Basically.
Although poor Mr. Mario somehow or another misses Mirror Shield off the top of DC, and they might cost him the race.
The longer
He's
this
got a
goes
warp.
on,
He's got to warp outside Goron City. At what point does he just go, okay, I'm going to go from here to CAC and jump down?
yeah. The top
Yes.
of DC being the item on Death Mountain Trail, just on top of DC,
Yes.
not anything in
Right.
DC.
We have no idea, Gap. He did DC. It's the light medallion. He just didn't do that.
I
Ooh,
think,
what the
I
hell
don't know for
happened?
sure, but I think what must have happened was double damage. He didn't want to
Oh.
jump down to pick it up, but in his
Okay,
mind, he's
double
already
magic.
done it. He's already looked at it.
Right. Hey, double magic. That's magic luck right now.
He made the interesting choice not to go for 1500 there.
Oh yeah, we had one.
If he had got
I know-
1500, he would have gotten
You know-
both items.
He was on
I
a
know
Freaky
what the-
Friday a couple weeks ago where it was played on Roman Branch, and I said to him in the interview post race, I was like, "You did 2 HBA races." He was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You were."
I know he tends to forget, so he probably just forgot again.
Yeah. We had the conversation where he was like, "Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. That's really cool. Okay, I guess I'll do that from now on." Yeah.
He just forgets. It's an easy one to forget.
Mhm. It's just quite funny knowing that, yeah, the last time I saw him do a race on this branch, he forgot it then, and I remember talking to him about it then. He was like, oh, I'll have to remember that from now on.
Yeah, Morak says that too, as we don't know. He could well think that the mirror shield is a blue key, which is the worst part of this thing.
Yeah.
You might remember that, you might not realize that that's where that was a mirror shield, and if he thinks it's a blue key, he's literally never going to go back there. He has a warp song halfway up. He doesn't have good reason to check that top.
To Rob's question in chat, I think we saw 4. I feel like somebody opened either the map or the compass early, and then Dark Link was a chest, the central bow was a chest, and what was the other one? Damn it, now I'm forgetting what the other one was. I'm pretty sure there was a another one though. I'm pretty sure central pillar is a key.
Was the Zora tunic not accessible in the shop?
I remember thinking it wasn't, but I don't remember where the shop was.
Yeah, I know they saw it as child, but at the time we were too caught up on, hey, there's a shop with things in it.
Yeah.
Strength 2 is 150% in Forest Temple.
It had this. There really has to be something in Zora tunic and Fidin's fair.
Oh, it was?
Oh, so it's not accessible.
Ooh.
Right, that's
Oh,
where
it's-
that was. I remember thinking it wasn't accessible, but I couldn't remember which shop it was and where.
It's the spirit way of the hero. It's a Zora tunic.
Oh man, that would be
That
would be good. When are we getting the short cutscene on the shoot the sun?
Wait,
Mario going
where's his Feroz?
back in?
His
Mario's-
Feroz was set here, right?
I don't think he has one. Mario's?
Yeah, I think it
He
was
used
set
it-
in water, right?
He used it to get to GTG. Right, he went back. He froze back to GTG, finished GTG, then jumped down here.
He's going back in.
I think he's doing
More
Central Pillar.
items?
To water?
He must have counted. He must have counted. And see, this is still an item in here.
Oh, was he just...
Huh.
Oh, he might just not have done the checks earlier. I'm surprised by this.
He definitely did this. I know for a fact he did this.
I thought he did as well, yeah. Skull? No, he's at he got 20.
He checked 22.
Right. This is... Was that... What was in here?
He must be forgetting he checked this.
Or I don't know what was in here.
It's just a map or a compass or something, right?
Compass.
Compass, right. That was the compass one.
Right, so why did Master Mario go all the way back for the compass of all things?
Yeah,
I think
you
he's-
must have just forgotten.
I think he's trying to... I don't know.
And
I
you're
don't even
staying in
know.
water. Staying in water afterwards as well.
Yeah, also, okay, Gav saying there's no way Mr. Mario doesn't know that's a mirror shield. That thing was clear as day. So why the hell hasn't he picked it up yet?
Like I say, I think my assumption at this point is he looked at it and went, oh, that's the mirror shield, and thought of it as a big thing, or like, oh, I have to pick that up. Would have died getting it because of double damage, and has forgotten since what it was, and in his mind he's just, oh, I looked at it at the end. That's all you tend to remember when you're playing is like, have I done this check? Yes. Have I done this? Yes.
Right. I mean, Probs can identify a hookshot. Lol, Barb. I am never gonna forget Probs forgetting identifying that hookshot.
Oh,
It was-
so many things in Rando. Like, I think my favorite one again from that has to be season 2, I think it was, with 10th Doc. Which is, the reason the TARDIS is called the TARDIS, where he looked at it in 2 separate races. One, he forgot to look at it, and it was his light arrows, and he was just like, all right, has to go back there at the end, still wins a race. And then the next one is, oh, there's a Deku stick up there, I can leave.
It's the
That
boomerang,
Deku
right?
stick was a boomerang, yes. So,
Yep.
Also,
It's never
Marek
great.
says, yes, Nocturne does dump you outside Goron City.
I guess, actually, if he remembers that it's Mirror Shield, then he could just pick it up as and when he needs it.
Why wouldn't he have picked it up by now?
That's the
Because he's always
question.
had somewhere else to go. He's gone
warped.
into Goron City for stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't have to walk up or down DMT for anything.
If there's a point where he wants to go to, if he goes to CAC at any point now and doesn't pick it up, then I think he's just forgotten it.
Well, so here's the thing, right? He would have picked it up because he made the decision to come do GTG and cross Wasteland to go to Desert Colossus. Why would you not pick it up on the way?
If
Like,
you could find
exactly.
Right.
Because you find
You found
strength in
Yeah.
GTG.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
Like, just, at this point, I'm personally assuming he's probably completely forgotten about his mirror shield. Which just hurts.
It hasn't negatively impacted him yet, so let's.
No,
Right.
it hasn't. Like, that's the thing is,
Let's-
if he remembers or goes back to check it, that's fine, because they're not going to be able to do anything with it anyway for a while.
He's going
It's
back
just
to
a matter
CAC
of-
from the graveyard, though.
Yeah, if you'd remembered it, I think you just warp to the DMT warp and just grab it on the way to CAC.
Right,
Yeah.
if there's just at any point, even if it was just, oh, I'm going to CAC, I'll play a warp song and remembering the DMT one first and going that way, that's enough. That is already enough to just jump down that way and maybe see it on the way down.
Right, like, because that's the fastest way down the mountain is to, if from that warp from Goron City is to backflip off and go to DC is how you do it.
What the hell's the snag in his dins here?
Yes, he is. Not going to be super abused by it, but it also doesn't do much. Yeah, I think what the hell's is also Forgotten Talents chickens. I hope for both of their sake that has nothing, because they both have forgotten it.
Oh no, so did I, so.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Not being
actually,
very fun.
yeah, I hope. Have we seen the DMT? Have we not seen the DMT owl?
We have not.
That is a very good point, yeah.
That's gonna be like
mean-
last location though.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
why
gonna
do
last.
you go up DMT for the DMT owl unless you're like stuck? You're basically stuck.
Right,
Yeah,
and
especially because the warp zone puts you halfway up the trail. You're not gonna climb all the way up.
right,
Yeah.
no scrubs, no skulls, so you don't need the child crater stuff.
Yeah, sorry, that's a great point. Even if you do, you play the warp song, and you don't even look near DC. So you wouldn't even see it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Because the warp zone takes you halfway up
Oh.
the trail.
Oh no! So close, so close here.
DMT Owl, it's child only, and child can get to the Shadow Temple entrance, but can't do anything in it. Yes. Wild Spawn is
Oh.
Shadow. It's
Shout
great.
out to Ice Traps.
Oh,
Snacker
like-
Hacker,
that was first ice trap?
we've seen, I think, one earlier.
I think that's our second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably vanilla.
Yeah, Snacker Hacker, we are missing Boomerang and 2 strings. Also, Mr. Mario has completely forgotten his missed his mirror shield off the top of DC for whichever reason. It's anyone's guess at this point. We can speculate all day long, but ultimately we won't know what exactly happened to Mr. Mario if we can ask him in an interview.
It's probably Galaxy Brain strats.
We are finally going to see more of Forest, though. To see if Blue Power Strength 2 is down here.
No. Not
Hmm?
the right way.
For Mr. Mario?
Also
Yeah.
Forest!
For Mr. Mario.
Minuet is pseudo vanilla.
Probably didn't realize he had the giant's knife there, not the big Goron sword.
Yeah, possibly.
Definitely an easy one to miss.
It is. I regularly forget that's a thing.
I really like that, but I do think there should be an extra tube. I don't actually. Is that already the case? Does the carpet salesman add an extra tube pack into the pool? Because I feel like it should.
Good question, actually.
I'm assuming no.
It probably does. You have to add something to the pool to accommodate for the extra check.
I assume it's just another junk item, but
Like, I think they use loopies for extras, yeah.
yeah, I'd want it to be an extra tube pack.
It makes sense. Okay, Rob's saying he believes it does add an extra chew pack. Yeah, this is the best place they have. Both of them have to go right now.
Yeah, what else do they even have at this point?
Did we ever see the ZL locked checks in the well?
We have not. They have not.
No.
Other players have been back.
So there's, I guess, 2 checks there, because we did get to peek 2 of them.
So, bad play, but possible.
I mean, running out of things to do, so it's quickly becoming the best play.
Right, like, I'm trying to think of what else is available, and it's like, where was Deku Theatre again? That was available, right?
Deku Theater is in the room. And Mask Shop is vanilla. They could do that.
So they can do Skull Mask, great. That's also a bad check, but it's another one.
Yeah.
Talon's chickens, they do have Talon's chickens left.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
But I get the feeling that the game wouldn't give you access to Stone Forest unless there was a reason for it.
I mean, I guess forest access is always going to be there. The question is, how early do you get locked out? And from the looks of things, they're getting a lot of keys.
What the house is sitting at 2 right now, having gotten that second one from the well.
It's honestly pretty hard to get locked out of a lot of these dungeons. Really, the only ones that's super viable to get locked out of. I mean, you get locked out logically, where you have to actually be thinking about key logic. But the only one, like, is fire. Fire's the only one that's really easy to get hard locked out of.
Yeah,
Right.
Well, good for them. Fire Temple's dead today.
I guess Shadow as well, because but not in the same way. Yeah. But yeah, Forest you can definitely get locked out of. But usually it's like halfway through already. Kind of like, you know, you'll get to the last you'll get to the second PO, and you'll only have 1 key left, and your last key will be in the basement or in the falling ceiling room.
Yeah, Rob is still in this tourney, so yes, he still runs Rando. Why would
facing the loser of this match, which is, geez, this is the stacked part of the bracket for. I mean, I guess the whole tournament is kind of stacked at this point, but
yeah, I mean, we're down to just a couple of matches left. We have this one right now. We have one Saturday morning Eastern or early Saturday afternoon for the Europeans. 7 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. CEST, noon for the Brits. Timmy 2405 versus Supal will be our other winners semifinals match. The winner of that faces the winner of this. The loser of this match faces Rob, and the loser of the Timmy and Supal match faces Cola.
Be excited for the Supal Timmy match. That one's one where I think both of them were kind of I don't know if I want to say underdogs because they're both incredible runners, but they were a little less, I guess, involved in the random settings side of things going in, so people were a
Right.
little less sure of their
Skills.
knowledge going in and how far it would take them, and they both just made a run of
strength
it.
two.
And there's our strength.
Strength, that's the forest BK chest.
How do you feel so far?
Validated.
A little bit smug.
Unfortunately, that was bow locked. That was bow locked.
That was
Yes.
a bow locked strength, because that is the forest boss key chest. Yeah, surprise, surprise, strength 2 in forest, none that we could not have possibly seen.
Gonna take Mario a little bit longer to get back. I assume the Furores is back in GTG, that he replaced it.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
but he's at the strength block.
Oh,
Good place to be.
Where is Lens is the question. Yeah, it is now a serious problem that Mario does not have his mirror shield.
Yes. Yeah, now it's costly.
Now, we saw chickens extremely early because it was 2.
And they started in the graveyard, yeah.
okay. Nothing really in band strength 2, unfortunately.
Oh, Talon's chickens on the other hand is a possibility.
If this is Owl to Desert Colossus,
Oh, I would love
this seed will be validated as an amazing seed, even though it's like
Yeah, let's
mostly
count
standard.
Spirit.
Oh, this is Mario's first time playing Opponent's Song, right?
Yes, he doesn't know it's...
Yeah. Just found out the hard way.
Right, yeah, let's count Spirit. First one is Compass.
So you need 3 to go up out of the statue
So-
room, correct?
This room requires 3, logically.
The next key door, right?
Um,
Oh no, the one he just...
this room itself requires 3,
Oh.
because theoretically you could use 2 as child and then need a 3rd to come in as adult, and you can't access this room as child.
And yes, this is definitely not... Yeah, Miraxis is right, Mr. Mario has definitely forgotten it.
Yes,
The mirror shield.
100%. And Way the Hero Spirit
Bang!
for a boomerang.
There's our
Of
boomerang.
course.
So just missing that strength 3 now for go mode, and could be here. There's still a lot of checks in here. Spirit
is way of the hero.
Spirit's very nice.
Your strength 3 from no mode at just under 2 hours and 50 minutes.
You know what? If I'm what the hell's getting that key there, I'm assuming there's no child access. I'm going straight over to child climb for the other keys.
I'd assume there's a keys in child climb, yeah.
Between child climb and the fire chests, there has to be 2 keys.
Yeah, unfortunately the logic is not smart enough to know that you cannot get there as child.
Yep.
To take that into account.
Right,
Yep.
yeah. No, there is one of those keys. So there's
Yep,
one
we have
left
chest.
between the sunblock room and the 2 in child climb. There is 1 key, at least, assuming child has no access.
That means there has to be 1 on child's side, right on the first floor.
No, it could be in here still. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because this is 1 key, because you can use a key on either child or adult and still get to this room.
Ah, okay, I see. Spirit key logic is head melty.
Yeah, it's
Key logic is spirit key logic.
the funny thing is, like, I think maybe the 2nd or 3rd time I ever did commentary, I got spirit key logic horribly wrong, and I spent hours memorizing it after that. So it's like one of the areas I'm actually a little more confident on now. I spent like actual hours reading through the document and trying to understand every like nuance and quirk.
Riley's strength 2 was the boss key chest of Forest Temple. Boomerang is in Spirit Adult Climb. Mr. Mario will get it in about a minute here.
Oh man, if Mario had that mirror shield, this race
Would be so close.
close.
They'd be almost neck and neck if it weren't for that mirror shield. It's...
And the worst part about that is it's not even like somewhere like difficult. It's somewhere that
He
it was on his
could've-
screen.
Yes, he could have had it since like 10 minutes. Hey, there's a sword tunic.
There's Rob's tunic.
It is actually Zora Tunic and Way of the Hero Spirit, and we do know the Zora Tunic has to be Way of the Hero. Amazing.
Fantastic. Nice work, container.
And what the hell's really going for the health more than Mario here? Mario's down at 6 hearts, while what the hell's is up here at 9 and double defense?
Yeah, Mr. Mario never bothered to pick up double defense. He knows where it is, he just didn't get it.
He did actually walk past it a second time, which I'm a little surprised about. Because he did
Yeah,
go
Mr.
do like
Yeah,
Adult
Mr.
Zora's Domain
Mario's-
again.
Mr. Mario's not gonna get that tunic either because, yeah.
As far as he can tell, it's the Way of the Hero's fulfilled. Imagine if those were the other way around.
Oh God. By the way, that's our last key on the mirror shield chest.
So all 5 are there? That's
Yes.
it then. The whole thing's in
Compass-
logic.
Yeah, compass, both climber rooms, map chest, and left hand.
I guess we kind of expected all of it to be in logic. Not expecting to see child access at this point, but
Yeah.
all
no.
but confirms it.
There's no way in because we only have one warp song left. Unless a DMT owl miraculously dumps you at Colossus. Yeah, nope.
Yeah. One warp song left that is 100% unavailable.
It is-
Yeah.
Yes.
It's always like the
We are-
funniest part of looking at the spoiler logs for these things, where you're like, all right, Bolero was impossible to get. Let's find out where it goes.
It's always funny. It's like, oh, I love. Actually, Zilpar, do you have your log? Is it receipt log?
See that afterwards at the end.
Yeah. See, you still need Strength 3 for your Costanza because Fire Trial is on, and you need Strength 3 for Fire Trial. The Shadow Trial and Spirit Trial are also on, but they have Hammer, Bow, Shoes, Hookshot, not Long Shot for that matter for Shadow Trial. They're set for that. I commentated the Freaky Friday last week where we had random trials on, and so I had to go look up what all the trials required for completion. I already memorized what chests in the trials required, courtesy of co-op. I just didn't know what the completion required because it's slightly different.
Yeah, because I always mix up the two, and so it's like I've done enough kind of the old co-op settings were basically the weekly settings plus 6 trials.
Right.
And I did enough of those that I got very used to the completion of it, but it's like I know what items are needed for just trials as a whole. And so I always remember for some reason that, like, I remember long shot is needed because you need it for at least fire. I know strength 3 is needed for fire and light. For some reason, I always remember that hammer is needed for water, but forget about it for shadow.
Ah, nice.
I don't know
Yeah,
why. I always forget it for that one switch in Shadow Trial.
Yeah, for those who don't know, to get past the first room of Shadow Trial, you need to hit a switch. I think first room, I think you have to hit a switch to get to open the door. Vanilla Strength 3 is entirely possible.
Oh, it is. That's beautiful. And that chest is like... I'm still waiting for... Honestly, I would take it in almost any settings at this point, but I've actually seen it in a co-op seed not too long ago. Someone sent me it because they were like, no, you have to see this because I keep talking about it. But I want it to happen in a weekly where the second chest in Shadow Trial has the long shot required for light arrows, and fire arrows are way of the hero to get to it. Because you can either get to that with long shot and hover boots, or fire arrows. So if the long
Yes.
shot is in that chest and required, fire arrows become Way of the Hero, and I'm like, I want it to happen once.
That would be amazing. Yeah, so Way of the Hero Temple of Time could be for Lax, but the odds are but we know for sure it's Storms, because there was a strengthened well, hover boots were in the basement of well, it is not actually required, but nice to have. And what else was... There's probably a grotto somewhere that was, well, one of our slingshots was Storm's Lock, but that's not useful. Yeah, the strengthened well is way it definitely.
Yeah, because all of them are required, yeah.
I stepped away for a couple minutes. Just going through Spirit, nothing else, nothing exciting. I assume some Sora Tunic.
Yep, nada.
I think the biggest thing we missed there is we asked if we'll be able to see the spoiler log at the end of this race so we can find out where on earth Bolero goes to.
Yeah.
Also, Lens. Where the hell
So
is the
Lens.
Lens? That's all this thing in Logic. I'd like to know, because technically they had to cross the wasteland.
Yeah, it's typing.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I think I would dip into Temple of Time on the way through to Gang's Castle, just because it's so nearby. It's only one check, but it's
in a Way of the Hero spot.
It's just very easy to get to, and like, how bad would it feel if you go hunting through all of your trials and then right at the end of it, it's okay.
Yeah,
I have to go do all my other checks. Go next door, and it's like, oh, there you go. Great.
You're an
Thanks.
idiot. Here it is. What the hell is going back to the market now? Serenade is closer to Temple of Time.
Yeah, and going in.
Okay, the thing is, they are guaranteed to check lax because they have to go child to do Jabu. When they go back adult again, they'll check lax automatically.
Right. Yeah. It's not even an option, is it?
Nope. Market Wave the Hero could be for the Talon's chickens. I know it was Wave the Hero for, Riddle's Letter was guaranteed Wave the Hero in Market.
And the hook shot, yeah.
There was a hook shot there. It could have been
hook shot too,
Both
so...
of them. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Did we get any useful songs from, Well, I guess Letter gets us... Wait, no, it's Ruto's Letter, not Zelda's Letter. What am I...
No.
I'm losing my mind.
God, could you imagine, like, shuffling every step of the pool?
I think that's actually on the TBD feature list.
Oh dear God, that sounds like a disaster. Oh, the wrong person has come to the top of DC.
What the hell's this using for Rosewind to get to Jabu
Yeah.
here?
But
this just feels
wait,
bad.
but if Mario does this,
does he...
he might see it.
Oh, man.
He might actually see. No, there's no way he looks though. There's no way.
No, that's the thing.
I can jump straight past it.
I would too. That's the sad thing, is he needs
Yeah.
to see it. We don't even know if his Ferrors is in Jabu, though. I don't have
It
the
is.
slightest
He
idea.
has the
Yeah.
Force and Drapu.
So,
I mean, he might see it. Like, the camera angle could work out. Maybe he remembers that he saw that or saw something there that he wasn't sure about.
no, he's playing Requiem, which dumps you in the graveyard.
He's going to go into Shadow Temple. He's going to enter Shadow
Yeah.
Temple.
No, that would be the save
Ah.
song.
Oh.
Is he climbing to DC? Has he forgotten the one at Goron City? Bottom of the well. He's doing bottom of the well.
Hey, Poacher saw in Jabu walls.
Bottom of the well.
He's going
Really?
into bottom of the well to use for Rose.
Oh, right. I was thinking, like, doing the checks in WoW. I was like, what? No, there's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's using the well as a save. It's not even the fastest, no. Like, it was super quick for what the hell's to get into DC.
It might end up taking super
Like-
precise notes on the warp songs.
He might also do the checks here while he's here.
Looks like
It's,
he is.
it's actually not. This is kind of efficient, at least. To pick up your 3 checks and then immediately FW out to go and beat Jabu is at least efficiency. And as far as he's concerned, he's looking for 2 items, not 1.
Yes.
I guess that's fair. He doesn't know that. Right, exactly. Okay. Okay. Missing Mirror Shield, I think this is probably fine.
It's not a bad play.
If you're missing just Strength, you have to just go straight Ganon's Castle. Like, you have to finish your dungeons and go Ganon's.
Yeah, agreed.
So why don't... There's a big chest here?
I
Yeah,
don't
there
know.
is.
That's
It
what
was
we
kind
saw.
of in like it was different people saw different things, and I saw a different thing each time. Like I thought it was a big on one person's screen and small on the other, so I actually have no idea. But judging from Mario walking straight past it,
Yeah, I'm
I could
pretty
make
sure that
a
was
comment
small.
there, but it's definitely too soon for that, isn't it?
I'm like almost positive that was a small chest when we saw it the first time.
Mario just walked straight past it, so it might have been a small chest or it might have been a mirror shield.
Oh.
Oh man. Yeah. We'll see what he thought that was. If he skips it entirely, he thinks it's useless. He also thought that he also doesn't think the mirror shield is the mirror shield or something. We're not sure what he thinks of it, what he thinks the mirror shield is, but he's evidently forgotten it at this point.
Yeah, no, there's no way you make a mistake with that either. The amount of time it's on screen, the amount of time you would have seen it. The only thing I can, like I say, the only thing I can think is that he couldn't get it at the time, and in his mind he's just like, oh, I did that check. It's fine.
So easy to write off the check mentally and not realize it.
Mm.
It could have also been, like, it might have been on screen for a while, but that first glimpse might have been of, like, the edge, and it might have looked like a red rupee or something.
I've heard of people like thinking of it as both a red rupee and a blue pea, and either way, that's just good. Well, there's the poacher saw. Don't think. Did we ever see a big Goron hit?
I think so. I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah,
sure
we
it
did.
was
Never
dead.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, big Goron's dead. Just double
Oh.
check my notes.
That's the dream, doing a large portion of the trade sequence.
Yeah, poacher saw is kind of early.
That setting is actually not randomized super well in Season 1 settings here. It's actually heavily weighted towards the center
Oh, really?
of the, yeah.
Oh,
Because we
yeah.
randomize the start and end items, so the net result of that is going to be you're more likely to have a range that accepts the middle items and the edge items.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So you like never get claim check and you never get pocket chicken.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I can never. Oh, what the hell's? I forget he does this. So. Oh, he
but
missed
he
it.
missed
Never mind
it.
then. So
It's
yeah,
It's possible to hit the switch with choose, but unfortunately, what the hell's missed it?
I actually remember I made a video on this a while back. But there's like 3 different ways to hit this switch, and it's like the kind of easiest one is the slingshot, but it's also by far the slowest. The boomerang is the most consistent because you'll always have it equipped. You can always jump through and do it. And then there's this like bomb chew setup that I've only ever seen what the hells do. And honestly, it took me a lot of time when I was trying to make the video for it. It took me a lot of time to try and actually hit it. It's super precise, but the big advantage of it is that you're basically stood next to the door to Baronade by the time it hits the switch. You have so much time to move that you could just cross the entire room. I guess the downside being you have to do an extra equip for it as well.
You can also hit it with a bomb shoe straight from the floor. Like if you jump down to the floor, you can time the bomb shoe to just go up the wall. You have to actually time it though. It's not just.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, the one that What the Hells does is like as you enter the door, you like 180, hop left, backflip twice, and then like place the 2 in front of you. And it should hit the switch, but it was clunky to actually get it to work.
We're gonna go see Ganon's. See if that strength 3 is in Ganon's, though it's not looking super hot for Mario here, unless this becomes like a really long goose chase, and Mario has an opportunity to, make up that missing mirror shield problem.
Yeah. I don't see a world where you go back there now, because even on top of the whole, okay, maybe he goes back there as a way to CAC. Okay, well, he's shown that he goes to the graveyard for that. Maybe he goes there to use for Rose Wind. He's shown that he used the bottom of the world for that. There's nothing left in CAC. There's nothing left in DC.
Strike Max.
And there's our Temple of Time, Way of the Hero.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, Talon's Chickens is back alley. And Trials are Fire Shadow Spirit. That's go mode for. That's go mode.
I swear to God, if you'll look at the goddamn spoiler log here, and it has lens game. The lens on Talon's Chickens.
Do you want me to?
Maybe not now, maybe afterwards, but like.
Okay.
If Rob has called this entire seed start to finish, I'm calling shenanigans over here.
That would sound about right.
We had this conversation earlier about these people who can just be like, oh, there's a hook shot in Forest Temple, which means I have to go and get the iron boots in GTG or something. Like, Rob is apparently one of those people based on this entire seed.
George, we don't have a bet. We are in no mode. What else is going to be done in the next 20 minutes, tops?
Yeah. Light arrow cut.
The only bet is tower collapse on off.
Yeah, well, okay, if collapse is on, it might take a bit longer than 20 minutes.
Absolutely on, though. We've had Epona race and castle guards. Gotta have the whole trifecta.
Yeah, we could have bet for Strength 3 half an hour ago, but yeah, no. It's like, oh hey, you're going to Temple of Time to go back and oh hey, there's Strength 3. I'm going with. And unfortunately, that absolutely means even if Mr. Mario remembers right the second his mirror shield on top of DC, he's still screwed.
I just had a thought. Talon's Chickens for lens game. Actually, we still haven't seen another bow.
No.
I'm gonna say it's Talon's Chickens for slingshot and target in the woods for lens. I don't think we've seen target in the woods. Did we?
We have not.
Yeah.
And Lost Woods is Way of the Hero.
Yeah. We don't know where a logical slingshot is actually. Good point. Because both our slingshots are, some variation of slingshot locked.
There's not a whole lot left. Oh, okay, what the hell is this hurting me doing? Oh god. So I hate Fire Trial at the best of times, but like, okay, that game is amazing. But...
oh hey, there was BGS and Baronade. Totally missed that.
Ooh.
But I will absolutely take off the hovers to do every jump. Trying to do these jumps with hover boots is just miserable.
I do them all with gainers with the assumption that if I miss it, I deserve to miss it.
Yeah, Way of the Hero Lost Woods is probably magic. Okay, chat saying that what the hell did target?
Okay. So, I mean, in that case, what else would even be left for logic at that point? I guess Lens Game somewhere. Did we see where Lens Game was?
Lens Game was in. Let me go check my own notes. Lens Game was Child Shooting Gallery. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they could have done. It could be Lens Game if Talon has Lens. It could be Skull Mask.
Probably some odd and end check that we might have missed.
Yeah, we're down to like single-digit checks for 2 items at least.
Yeah. What the hell is going through these trials really quickly?
Is Mario checking owls here? Because I don't think he's seen this owl. I think
No,
he's
he
trying
just
to
took the
find
lake out.
I think that was an
find some
attempt
owl
to get.
access.
I think that was an attempt to get it, like hoping it was vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I think
Although
he's
why
looking
would-
for
yeah,
checks.
no.
I think
Vanilla would make no
he's.
sense here. You're right. Yeah.
I think he's lost. I think he's trying to find
And he
something to
just missed.
do.
There's another missed opportunity for him to find that mirror shield.
It's unfortunate because it's like it's at the point now where we know it's done. Like we
Yeah.
know it's over, but you kind of want him to find it at least before it's done.
And that was probably his last chance.
Shadow Trial is
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Yes,
Spirit,
Shadow Trial
Shadow,
is
and
on.
Fire.
Fire Shadow Spirit.
And hey, there was the last wallet on Darunia.
I guess
Oh.
these are Child Grown City. That was like one more check that was kind of left behind, but apparently also doesn't matter.
No, third wallet does absolutely nothing for us.
And I don't think we saw a bow or a slingshot in any of the shops, right?
I don't think so.
Because the bow would also do it. That gives us the slingshot on Shoot the Sun, but
Yeah.
the bow. Oh, I guess the bow is only locked by lens, so it only has to be lens on one of those checks to put everything else back in.
Yeah, because ZL is the one's currently keeping that bow out of logic. This will be a really nice time for Rob. Not for Rob. I'm thinking really reading Rob's in chat, and it's gonna be a nice time for what the hell. I don't know, Kola. I have no idea what scrubs sell in vanilla for the most part.
I know there's a red and a green potion down there, but I don't know what the other two are, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was like arrows and bombs or something.
I was gonna say like nuts and arrows or something like that.
Yeah,
It's a complete guess. So
Oh yes, they do
a
sell
lot of the scrubs
arrows.
do that.
Oh hey, we are seeing Talon's chickens.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I also just checked. Yeah, there are scrubs that sell you arrows. Found the scrub sanity spoiler log I have on my computer, and one of the Cannon's Castle scrubs is called GC Scrub Arrows or something like that.
Okay.
perfect.
And red ruby on Talon's chicken, so that was not it.
I don't know if it'll be a blessing or a curse for Mario when What the Hell's finishes. Because on the one hand,
Oh,
it's
Oh,
Oh, is he?
Wait.
No.
no.
I think he's
way.
going to the other owl.
He's going to the owl, isn't he?
Oh, wrong way. Oh, just
Oof.
What did we say before as well? It's Skull Mask or... I'm sure there was something else we said that was like still available, but
I think that door there is like a random house or something normally.
yeah, it's referred to as the Man in Green house because that is the only defining feature of the person in that house. They're wearing green. The end.
Oh, apparently the mirror shit is on screen there, so
Oh,
that's
because
just
of the
extra.
glitch.
Oh,
Oh, dang it.
But he wouldn't be looking
we
in
did
that
see it
direction.
anyway, apparently.
Yeah, where's the
He wouldn't be looking in that direction. Like, why would he?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
Yeah, I
the
was
hell's
gonna say-
getting yeeted here?
I don't know if it'll be a
That
blessing
was
or a
his-
curse for Mario when What the Hell's finishes, because he'll like, on the one hand, if it's soon enough, he'll just be like, oh damn, I lost, this was probably close, I wonder where I missed this like one thing. But if it takes like 20-30 seconds longer, then he'll be like, I've done everything, what did I do?
nice owl just dumping you at. That's basically two quick ways to. That's funny. DMT owl just dumps you out in Lost Woods outside Golden City.
No collapse.
Ah,
Oh,
Oh, it-
feels bad.
Oh, it's a good point though that would be DQ worthy potentially if he used that to see the mirror.
yeah, almost.
Would not be
The
great.
glitch. It would still be unfortunate. It would have at least given him his go mode before What the Hell's finishes, because we're gonna be telling Mr. Mario where that mirror shield was. And it's never fun as a commentator to have to tell a runner what they missed.
No.
The worst part is he'll remember it. He'll know straight away. He'll be like, "I looked at that. I didn't get it at the time. Oh." it's one of those things where it'll all click into place, and you're just like, "I did that. I didn't do
Yeah,
that."
and he's just gonna facepalm so hard.
I watched a ladder race a couple of days ago where somebody went into the Goron City maze, and they opened the left chest and just forgot to open the other two. And it was only like a bomb bag, but it was still a bomb bag, so they like finished their siege with shoes, and they were like, "Damn, where was the logical bomb bag in all of this?" And they looked at it and they were like, "Goron maze, what? What?" Like, hold on.
I know I'm really good at missing turning in the diving game in Zora's Fountain.
Oh, a couple of people are bad for that. I've seen that a lot.
It's cost me seeds where.
Yeah. No.
We had that happen with one of the players in our multi-world team 3 times in practice, and it just became a thing at that point. Just like every time we did practice, it's like, "Hey Decker, did you do diving game?" Like,
Well, by the way, What the Hell's is finishing up here. We'll be finishing sub 320.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the
He
day,
did stop
this
his
is a
timer
very
for the
standard
break.
seed.
And yeah, get your GGs in chat. As What the Hell's finishes in first place with an official race time of 3:18.46. And Mr. Mario immediately forfeited. GGs.
GG's.
that was a really good race to watch. Like, obviously there was always this lingering mirror shield, but outside of that, they were like neck and neck going through, and that mirror shield was, without that, it was minutes apart, if that.
It was
actually
minutes,
close.
yeah.
It
was
was
so
like
close.
a minute, maybe. Like
The difference on beating Baronade was, about a minute, if that. And even that was extended by looking through bottom of the well, so yeah.
Yeah, and hey, we have Mr. Mario and What the Hell's in the VC now with us. GG's, guys.
Yo, GG's What the Hell's.
What the hell's appears to be muted.
What the Hell's? We can't hear you.
Or mic breaking. GG's, both of you.
GG.
Mario, do you want to know the damage?
Yeah, it was nowhere close.
Yeah.
So, firstly, I guess the easy part here is Temple of Time was Way of the Hero for 2 things. Strength 3 was on White Arrow cutscene.
Right, but where's Mirror Shield?
Above the Domino's Cavern.
Yeah, above DC.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, you looked at it early and we were like, okay, is this... I it was one that we kind of assumed you just had in the back of your mind for a bit, and then there was a point of, like, crossing the wasteland. Oh,
He's missed it.
that's forgotten. That's gone.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out if maybe you'd been too low on health to pick it up without dying when you first saw it, and then in your mind it was just, I've done that check. It's over.
Yeah. I guess I just thought it was a red rupee.
Yeah.
It's the only explanation.
Do we have What the Hell's mic working already or no?
I have no idea.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay,
like-
he's...
And now he's gone.
Yeah.
Looks like we can... Hello?
Okay. Hello, what the hells can you hear us? And can we hear you?
Still no. We have a certified pause champ moment. For those who remember that stream.
Yeah. We'll see what's up. Hopefully What the Hells gets his audio issues worked out. If not, I guess he can join us in Twitch chat. But yeah, Mr. Mario, you guys were super close other than that.
Yeah, for what it's
That
worth,
feels really bad.
for what it's worth, like, What the Hells was very slightly ahead going through. So you both got Strength 2 within maybe 20 seconds of each other. And that just kind of stayed all the way through. Like, you got your Boomerang maybe 20, 30 seconds apart. What the Hells was, like, slightly ahead of you on that. And then obviously the big difference there is that you had to leave Spirit, where What the Hell's carrying on going, and just carry it through to Jabu to Strength to Trials.
Yeah.
Also, where is the lens?
We have no
I'm
idea.
supposed to find out. Hold on.
The things that we think are left were Skull Mask.
Hello?
And
Hello.
Oh, hello.
What the hells? We can hear you.
My
Hooray!
Yay.
bad.
The
You're
lens
good.
of truth was on Medigoron.
Oh, nobody checked it in the end.
I was about to
Oh my
check that.
Oh god.
As soon as I went adult.
We mentioned it
Yeah.
a few times. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where it is. Oh yeah, by the way, so Mr. Mario, you never found Zora Tunic either. That was logically required for Water Temple. Take a guess.
I mean, I could have bought it in a shop, right? Unless it was
No.
child.
No,
only.
it was child only.
Cloud only, yeah. It was in
Ah.
the Castle Fairy.
Yeah, so your free Zora Tunic was Mirror Shield locked in Spirit.
Yeah,
Way over here.
makes sense.
Yeah, so what the hell did you catch what made the difference between you guys?
Yeah, I heard the mirror shield thing. Ugh, that sucks, dude. That's rough.
Yeah, that's not the greatest.
Yeah.
It happens to
Yeah.
everyone, right? We were talking during the race about, the old Season 2 Duke versus Banuru match, where they both last locationed at the empty wall, and the winner of the match was the person who remembered it. Like, everyone does it at some point, and it just sucks when it happens at a bad moment, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, because you walked past that check so many times and it just
The thing,
Yeah.
that, the
Thing
thing
is-
that caught us the most off guard was when you both had to go to Jabu. What the hell's... I can't remember which warp it was, the one that went to Goron City.
yeah, the one that
Um,
T.
yeah, played the warp there, jumped down to DC, and went into Faroz from there. And we were like,
Oh yeah.
oh, if Mario does the same, we might see the mirror shield on the way. And then we went to the graveyard and bottom of the well to do the checks first, and we were like, this makes
Yeah.
sense. But
But
it's
it's sad.
not gonna work.
Yeah. Also,
Sucks
George,
'cause
we
it
can
was a
hear
super
your
late
clapping.
Sorry, forgot to mute my mic.
Yeah. What the hell's...
I just said like it just sucks if when it's a super late game item like that, you're never gonna think to go back. It's not like it's something that locks early. Like Mirror Shield
Right.
Yeah.
locked like the very end of the seed, so like you'll never think to go back and check Sphere Zero thing.
Yeah, and it was just a straight line after that. So I guess Strength 2 was your go mode then, essentially.
Yeah, from Forest I froze back to Spirit, got Boomerang, did Jabu.
Yeah.
Then I was gonna go to Trials, and I forgot Lax even existed because I did so much co-op late. Forgot it was a check, so I was like, "What the?" Pretty
It was very
surprised with that.
convenient, though. We have the hero temple all the time. For both
Double.
storms and for strength 3. You don't see
Mhm.
that often.
Nope. But yeah, damn, that would have been a really close match.
Oh, you
If I,
guys were
picked
so
up the Mirror
close.
Shield.
Yeah, but what
You
it's
guys were
worth,
so
it was
close near the end. It just hurt to see that you had apparently forgotten Mirror Shield.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
legitimately like, I think, what the hell's Faroz back into Spirit, and at the point of getting the first check, you were opening Strength 2. It was like, that was the kind of difference
Oh,
we're talking
shit.
about, like 20 seconds
You guys-
apart, 30 seconds maybe, opening
You guys
Oh,
were
man.
neck and you guys were literally neck and neck for much of the end bit, and then Mirror Shield,
Yeah.
just the Mirror Shield.
It's crazy. You guys did almost all the same things, just in completely different orders, dude. Like, what the hell's found that bow, and we were like, ooh, not sure when Mario's gonna actually go get that bow. And then, found the hint and ended up going to get Composer Grave and hitting up Ice Cavern and Fountain. So completely
Wait, there was a
different
hint
times,
for the
like-
bow?
Oh,
No,
hint
the
was
hint
Well,
of
Composer
Composer Grave took
No,
Mario back to domain
Yeah.
and Ice Cavern area.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Because
Whereas
Mr.
you
Mario
got
hadn't
Composer
done
Grave
that yet.
earlier, but went to Ice Cavern anyway and got the bow. So we were like, okay, this is like this, yeah, it was like, oh, this is out the way. When are you going to go back for this? And then the hint for Composer Grave kind of drew Mario back over that way, and it all snowballed together into this thing that kind of culminated in what's left, where you can go to Forest.
It's in logic, and there's not much else left.
I
Pretty
wanted
much,
to
yeah.
go to Forest like earlier, but when I found double magic on archery, then I was in my mind. I was trying to figure out like what else I found in Lost Woods and if that magic. But like the time it took me to realize it, then I was already Child, and I knew I had like 4 or 5 checks I could do as Child. But I thought, and then when I was in Lost Woods shooting the target, I realized, yeah, I guess ZL was locked by magic. So.
Yeah.
But then I stopped, and I was gonna do Skull Mask otherwise, but then I stopped, and I was like, oh, okay.
Wait, where was double magic?
Horseback archery.
Yeah. Oh
Right.
shit.
Yeah,
You
I
never
did
did
not.
race.
the opponent route, no.
Race Dingo,
Yeah.
it was garbage.
Yeah. Zopar, by the way, just curious, what were the other 2 bows?
Oh. Right, that's a good.
Ganon's
that's
Castle
an
and
excellent
Ganon's
question.
Castle.
Shadow
Shadow
Temple.
Okay. Ganon's Castle light trial first right chest.
No way.
Ganon's
Okay.
Castle light trial third left chest.
Oh my god.
Never would have
Both
thought
light
that.
trials.
Great! No locked bows, because Strength 2 was built.
I'm kind of curious if that slingshot and shoot the sun was actually Way of the Hero, honestly.
Good question, because...
Where was the other one?
We saw the one
What?
that one was storm locked, and we never saw the third, yeah.
This was a Way of the Hero slingshot on Lake Hylia Sun.
Amazing.
What?
What was the third sling? Where
I
was the
guess
third sling?
Shadow or Ganon's.
Shadow Temple after Shadow Temple.
Inaccessible.
So no access.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was Pro go to? Just curious.
Bolero?
You're never getting it. Curious.
Bolero. If you had to guess, what would the guess be?
Don't tell me it's the outside Shadow Temple.
It is not. It is not Shadow Temple. It is
Okay,
not a
good.
useful warp song. I will open with it's not a useful warp song.
Is it cat?
Is it yet
Not that.
another market one? Is it a third
is-
market?
It is
Another
Hyrule
market.
Field from Castletown entrance.
Ah, a third market.
Close enough.
Yeah, so basically a third market warp. That was something. Your warp songs were John's seed.
Oh yeah, I thought so where we started like in Graveyard, but to go to Shadow Temple, right?
Yes,
what we-
but that was the trial.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only
but for
as
some
far as-
reason I thought that I had played Nocturne already because we got Nocturne so early. So in my mind I thought, oh, Nocturne is vanilla. Like I had made that link in my mind. So when I got Dins, I was going back at it. I was like, man, am I going to go do Shadow? Because I was going to go do Forest. Like, I think I'm going to go do Shadow. And then I played Nocturne and, oh, Death Mountain Trail. Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, that was actually one of the most useful of your warp songs. The seed was the one that you guys both made good use of warping to DMT.
Yeah, but it was too late. I could have used it a couple times before that, but I for some reason, I just thought it was vanilla.
I love that Minuet was French vanilla.
Yeah.
Dumped you outside. It just dumped you in Sacred Forest Meadow, just the other ends.
This could have been a really interesting seed if dungeons had been shuffled. We could have had like a beatable only, had something in like the Shadow Temple entrance that doing child GTG or something.
Right.
It would have been interesting if anything was shuffled. Like, what was this?
Yeah.
No
It wasn't a
tokens?
standard seed.
You
yeah.
made so many
Well-
comments that you were playing a really nice weekly settings race.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What
it was
happened? Yeah.
It was basically almost a standard setting seed. I mean,
Just starting with a hammer.
yeah, you had Shop City. I mean, Indoors was on, but it didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, you
Shadowy
swapped.
Yard-
You swapped all
Rando-
locations reachable for 3 trials.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
I
Gerudo
mean-
card was shuffled. That was like, oh, that's cool.
that was funny though. That was just sitting in Gerudo
Yeah, they just
Valley.
dropped it outside. Yeah.
It dropped it.
Yep.
It's the wind. Got stuck under that box.
Yeah. That was funny. So yeah, it was very oddly French vanilla. Very close to weekly settings, which was funny. It's like, is this even randomized? When we saw the bridge condition.
What the hell? Even that? Like what?
Yeah, medallions and no Bosky.
No.
What are the odds?
Yeah, no Master Quest. I got lucky for that.
Ugh. I was like, the most non-vanilla settings, the more non-vanilla settings, the more chance I have at winning. So
Yeah.
And as
this
it
is
turns
kind
out,
of worst
you
case
got-
scenario for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got stuck with a weekly setting seed with a few quirks, kind of.
Well, I guess now to go the other way round, that means, Mario, you'll drop down to face Rob Dog? Where you
Yeah.
probably want the most vanilla settings you can get, I'd imagine?
Something like
Anything is bad against Rob Dog. Just
Yeah.
do plentiful Triforce Hunt and I'm good.
Oh, sorry. Rob's saying in chat about talking to what the hell's about buying bomb shoes and how you need to get
I
your
understand now.
shoe pack.
So you just need to find bomb shoes first? Is that it?
Yes.
If they're in lodge?
Yeah, unless it's like a shop sanity left side item.
Yeah, but I
did
found some on
spawn
left
the
side too, so what was that?
But
You
not,
can-
it wasn't.
Those are the randomized packs.
It has to be
if
one
it
of the
did-
shop sanity ones, yeah.
Yes, because today was shops random, so you had to find one. I think there was a randomized pack for 105 rupees or something. I know
Mm.
Mr. Mario picked it up.
There was. Yeah.
Forget where, but he picked up one of those up, and that would have been a logical true pack.
It was a cac potion shop.
Ah,
But I was gonna say as well, what the hell's the last time you did the last time I think you did a race on the Roman branch, I was on commentary for it, and I said to you at the end, I was like, did you know you can only do one horseback archery and get both rewards? And you were like, oh, I'll have to remember that. And you did not remember that today.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, wait, is that the new version or is that the old version? And I didn't want to go for it for nothing. I just thought, yeah. So it is, if you have
It is,
one Pampe race, it means you can go for 1500 right away.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
It is
they're
a combined.
It just takes me 4 or 5 times and then I understand. Don't worry.
There's worse things to get mixed up on. We also saw, I think it was you who tried bowling without shoes.
Yeah, I never,
Yeah.
I never know how that works.
I saw the text for bomb choose just said bomb choose, so it's logical choose.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
think
knew
it's
that too.
fine.
Fuck.
Yeah, we saw a hint early too that fourth Four Master had bomb shoes, and it just said choose, not choose 5 pieces or whichever.
Yeah, and then the King Zora one too.
Yeah, that.
And I guess talking about, we mentioned Mario's next match. You're waiting for the in winners finals at this point, waiting for the winner of Timmy and Zoopal.
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
This Saturday, Timmy and Zoopal, 7 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. CEST. Should be a pretty good matchup.
7 a.m. Eastern. What the fuck?
Yeah.
We're 2 EU runners, right?
It's a little
Okay.
Yeah,
early.
Timmy's Dutch and Zoopal's French, I
Yeah.
recall correctly. So yeah, it is 1 p.m. for them both. So it is not sort of early in the morning. It is perfectly fine for them. Just kind of early for us in the U.S.
You're gonna be on ZSR?
Yes.
It will be.
Let me just double check that, but yeah, it should be on ZSR. Let me see. We have our beautiful skill. Yeah, it will be on main. Don't worry about that.
I think Zupal told me at the beginning of the tournament, he told me, I'll see you in winners finals, and I said, I don't know, we'll see, we'll take it one match at a time, and now it's actually possible, so we'll see.
It's genuinely possible.
All out.
Yeah, no, you guys could seriously see that. And then Mr. Mario is up against Rob, and whoever wins that faces, Cola. So the loser of Timmy and Zoopal is going to face Cola, and the winner of that match faces the winner of Mario and Rob.
Ooh.
Sounds like a packed schedule there.
All
Strong
the way through
matchups
the
all
finals.
around.
Yeah, very strong matchups. So, Mr. Mario, Rob is asking in chat about scheduling.
We scheduling this live or what?
Monk and Midnight.
I was gonna say, yeah, good luck on the the Rob schedules.
Yeah.
It's actually a
Zelda did.
system. Oh, sorry, didn't want to
Good luck
interrupt.
on scheduling for Rob's horrendously bad internet.
Yeah.
It's actually a system, one of the tournaments that is currently hosted and completely another different community that I'm in, where if two people can't just figure out a time they can meet, they just stream to a private streaming server at time shifted, and then the recordings are played by async, and they don't know the other person. So it's basically like we called it, in spirit of the OoT, setup, we called it an async.
Well,
Ah, tears. Yeah,
Hate
so
delay, please, if it's at midnight.
jeez, that was
Our goal is to restream all these matches, so we'll see what we have to do to make that happen.
yeah,
1 a.m.
We can
restream.
get some EU people to commentate and track Timmy and Zukal's match.
Don't worry about that. But yeah, with that being said, I think everything that needed to be said has been said.
yeah, pretty much.
Think
I
so,
think
yeah.
so.
Right. Just wanted to point out that we do like randomizer content. We've got later pretty much. Well, if you're living in Europe, then already today. But if you're living in America, then it's already tomorrow on Friday. We've got multiple A Link to the Past cross-keys tournament matches already. Actually, we've got Illis versus Hitsuyan. I hope I pronounced that right. In losers bracket round 5, and Walter 4 versus P2024 in losers bracket round 4. Both of them have a full set of volunteers, actually, as far as I can see here, so they might actually both get restreamed. So
They will both be restreamed in that case.
Yep.
Yes, I
Yep.
volunteer for that tourney as well.
yeah, very nice. So Illis versus Hitsen will be at 7 p.m. UTC or 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And Walter versus P-Train will be at 7 p.m. Eastern or 11 p.m. UTC. So some pretty good evening, matches for the European runners. For European viewers, not runners. And then, obviously, on Saturday, we've got another Rando tournament match. We've got Timmy versus Super, so don't miss that at 7 a.m. Eastern or 11 a.m. UTC. And then I believe the two OOT weeklies have already been shouted out, so no need to shout that out again during the stream. But yeah, awesome restream. I thank everyone for your time. This could have been very much, like, the thing with Rando is you don't know how long it's gonna take. So we were prepared for anything. But I guess it ended up being a pretty short seat for what Rando can do.
Rare 20, not bad. Which reminds me, shoutouts to our runners.
Absolutely.
Mr. Mario's and What the Hell. Shoutouts to my co-coms, Yoshi, Kion, and Zopar. Shoutouts to George, our restreamer. And shoutouts to our trackers, Maraxis, Prince Sidon, and we also had J-Bone step in near the end since we did have multiple people ready in case this dragged on for 8 hours, because it has dragged on for 8 hours.
Yeah, we had who was it? Rockchalk was Rockchalk. I don't know if that was if Rockchalk has a different name. Because he said no, it was Rockchalk who stepped in for Prince. Yeah, it was Rockchalk who stepped in for.
Rockchalk stepped in. Shoutouts to Rockchalk, Maraxis, and to Prince Sidon.
Yep. That's Rockchalk.
So give them all a follow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Any last comments from anyone else?
Thanks for the restream, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Cheers for a great race. Hopefully we'll get more MQ in the next one.
Yeah, GG, guys.
And GG's.
All right, everyone. Catch you next time.